turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
तो कैसे हो आप लोग guys? Welcome back to another
beating DFM when it comes to these walkouts, but
Welcome
it might
back.
feel like they're running the same week twice in a row because of
Chalo,
coming from
PRX,
PRX's triple duelist
PRX.
into W Gaming.
Arre,
No, we're rolling up the shirt sleeves as
Oh
well.
my god.
Akame doing some crazy
All
moves,
right.
as we always see
Little
in
bit
the
of the,
walkout.
I believe that's the 80s or dance challenge right now. Ooh, with the mugging as well.
I mean, look,
Alright.
he looked very serious there. Hope he brings that game face into today.
I got it right. It's 80s. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you, production, for validating me. I know my K-pop-ish a bit.
I'm not on top of the trends, but DFM though, I mean, they have been
let's.
able to hand PRX one of their worst placements
That's
ever
true.
in terms of knocking them out of a kickoff before. So maybe they have some kind of mental edge potentially into this matchup, and hopefully.
That's all we can do. That's all he can do. That's his contribution to this walkout. But you know what? You're right. It has happened before. Can it happen again? But PRX, they're pretty comfortable right now. They've already qualified to champs, but there is still that Pacific trophy at stake. It's just that I guess they have more time to take the scenic.
Yeah, let's them breathe a little bit easier, but losing will never change. Like the fact that they lost last week, I know that they're not okay with that. No team who is this competitive, who is this good at the very top level, is ever okay with losing, and they certainly would be fuming with a loss today against DFM. We see a second look at the map, Vito. Summit is the first map. Ascent, maybe we see that mix once more, and then Split as that map 3 decider. So I think big questions on what is the compositional style here for PRX on Summit. Classically, they've been aggressive, but will they take that same style here?
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can go on it. I don't think that the meta is clearly defined. We've seen a bunch of different comps already in Pacific, so I'd imagine it will be some kind of flavor that we're used to for PRX. Let's just see kind of which way they go with it. You know, you talked about the aggression. We have seen them kind of go for something a little bit more off-meta at times on certain maps compared to what the rest of the teams are playing, and I think a big discussion point, of course, has been since Wendler has come into this particular team, he's had a lot of ideas. I think some of the Ascent comp comes down to that as well.
I mean, I think a big thing for me, for both of these teams really, is I want to see that step up in execution for PRX. You can't have 21 first bloods to 11 and be losing the map, and for DFM, you can't be getting the macro right and then just not shooting the heads. I think this game is all about who used that last week to improve better. Now, don't get me wrong, I think PRX obviously favorites, as they almost always are, but this is a winnable game for DFM. I really want to stress that. The players are good enough, the ideas are good enough, it's just can they make it work in the server?
It was a winnable game for them as well. Back in kickoff 2025, was it?
Yep.
That was that one match where that was the biggest upset of that tournament. And of course, we have May here with his 100th map here in Pacific. Of course, a lot of us have him on our Build Diff teams for today. It's easy to see why. Of course, one of the top performers here in Pacific.
Yeah, we'll see what he's going to be able to put together in this server for DFM. They've actually made a change here. This is kind of what I was theory crafting. It is only May who has changed up his agent. He will be on the Waylay as opposed to the Neon. I felt like the Neon was going to be potentially something that was better against KRX. I wonder if this is something that DFM always intended to play. For PRX though, this is the comp that they're going to be running. We haven't seen what they're going to be playing on this map. So this kind of looks like it has some influence from their Sunset comp almost.
Exactly. PRX love the Sage, especially on the newer maps, but it's something on the Sage. Solo duelist with Jing there, so I'm interested to see how something will look on this very different role.
Well, you have the two Japanese fans on the talent team of Paper Thin and Chubby Ninja voting for DFM, of course. They are the biggest fans of Japanese Valorant ever.
Japanese fans don't bite. Don't follow them on Twitter. Don't do it.
But, oh my gosh, something on the Sage. I was not expecting that. I think this is the first time he's bringing up the Sage.
I mean, look, I think he can still up with it. I'm very curious how they use him here.
No, we're going to find out for sure how this all pans out. Let's toss it on back to Quack and Jordan.
Well, what do we make of this one? Obviously, this is another one of those kind of David and Goliath matchups that we were talking about yesterday with the Valorant match, and that one actually did get us another one of those upsets. Now, we've had a lot of upsets. I would argue, have had one earlier on today. Do we get another one? I mean, PRX feels like that, to me, seems like a bridge too far. To upset PRX, surely I'm getting this one. I'm 0-20, surely this one can at least.
Like 30-70% maybe. Okay. You know, I feel like there's always going to be a chance, and it's always something to hold on to for DFM, especially if you look at the map Vito too. I mean, Summit, they just played it last week. Surely you can bet they have improved upon what's already there.
What's putty, bro? What's putty?
We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, there's that X factor of PRX's Summit, which we have yet to see as well. And of course, I think PRX, there's conversations, they've already qualified to champs, this and that, but I mean, they're 0-1 for the season so far, so I think they're going to be coming into this one hoping to get themselves kicked into gear. So tough day at the office, I would say, for DFM. Let's find out whether or not that will be the case as we jump into map 1 of our second game of the day. DFM PRX. And unfortunately, it's not 29 out of 29 here for Satan just yet.
It's such a troll. But either way, though, it will be something indeed. Yes, his first ever career Sage right here on this map. We'll see how it all pans out. You do have to think, though, how the compositions do play into factor as well. Raise, Fade, like there is a bit of synergy there. I'm not too sure, but I guess May on the Fuele kind of works out as well, but already.
Whoa.
Yeah, big fight brewing. May straight through that wall into the headshot from Jing, but enough there for DFM to trade it out favorably enough. 1 for 1. And now Akame coming in with the kill onto something. Davai is going to look to try and equalize, but he goes fishing a little bit too far, and the fishies bite back. It's a 3K for DFM. He's found himself in a pretty intriguing position, though. Once that smoke fades, he might actually be able to get a work done. Ooh. Forsaken's just trying to get a bit of attention in his direction, see if he can maybe find a way to bring Envy's angle into play here. The creep coming forward. Cess is watching that, and in the end, this could have almost been an ace. In the end, Cess will take it away. 1-0. DFM start well.
Oh, incredibly well, in fact. Akame celebrating a bit, 4 points away already. Halfway to his nightfall. That's going to be pretty useful for a retake, me push if you want. But safe to say, you know, the map's still a bit of a factor. It's a great time for PRX to be playing this map and limit test it, as it were, with all the, you know, champs slots and everything. But yeah, there's not much that Envy could have done. You know, he slipped past that slow drop position. It's not necessarily you can kind of climb back up and work off a tight angle. So trying different things out now, just a bit of conditioning. This time it's going to be Davai to lurk inside of E main, the rest of the team out towards A. But there is the problem of that Sage wall. The biggest loss, but question is, how do you... Okay, you just break down the wall and keep going.
Yeah, the Sheriff dropped. Not retrieved by any of the remaining PRX players.
Okay, a bit of macro. They turn back around, maybe able to take down Akame, who has just abandoned it, so a bit even Steven for both sides, depending on how this goes. I believe Akame has heard those little hops.
Seems to be having a bit of a look in that direction. He's also looking pretty sharp today. Another nice one-tap onto Envy.
PRX feeling the need to get a pinch on him. But he has support from Cess now.
You keep funneling kills into Akame. It could be a little awkward, that ulti getting built up for the next round. Nearly, but this time not quite enough from him. Finished off more or less by Cess. Kaede in there to grab the final kill. Nothing too untoward happening in round 2. So slow start to the series for PRX, but now that they have the guns in hand, we'll get an idea as to maybe why they peeked into this summit.
Yeah, leaving it open. I mean, you had all that time, so working on it definitely a wise choice, but I mean, again, you know, it's kind of just an ego, but seeing PRX kind of test every lane that way and not being able to come up with much is a little bit odd, isn't it? And then you think about the next maps as well, like, are they going to still run their mix comp onto Ascent? How's that going to go? We'll see. DFM otherwise pretty happy for now, but ooh, great. Smokes off mid, immediately taking control. May wants to fish around. Sage wall already planted down as well, and PRX were just waiting for it. So quite on top of the macro game, they'll immediately break it, and they still have options to kind of work around the rest of the map. They could also dive in if they so choose. It's just that they don't have clear info onto the site itself, but it does have a hunt.
So much delay util though for DFM. Wall goes down, slow orb comes out, and then paranoia as well. Doesn't seem like it's going to perturb PRX all that much, though. Jing going down on the entry will make things a little more difficult, and these angles around the wall becoming quite problematic for PRX. All the info given, they pretty much know that they're coming, and Yatsuka doubling down. Making it look easy. PRX are being styled on by DFM in the bonus.
All right, 3-0. Akame has his ult now. That's going to be huge. He just You don't mind the call and the decision to continue barreling down in towards A site, but like I said, the hunt, it just doesn't really reveal too much. Players on the side, Yatsuka, the little angle around the last panel of the Sage Wall. And every single fight is effectively CQB. It's so tight, and PRX have not quite been able to get the right angles. So it feels a little bit constricted, a little bit tight. We'll see what they can cook up on their attacking side now on his eco.
Get out, cancel. Can we clear the B first, guys?
They taking mid. Can we reclear mid?
No, then we clear the B as well later.
Yeah, but we're gonna go from mid to B link also, right?
There's one guy good from spawn, remember?
I will. Oh, okay.
I'll pick this. 1, 2, swing.
One still
Okay,
side.
close mid, right side.
Right side, sir.
Spike down.
Okay, can we clear the B?
Two middle. Viper and Norman. Sage on A.
Just immediately calling to cancel. They managed to get a pinch onto it, but it does cost them quite a bit. However, building blocks for the future rounds, you would think. Otherwise, also baiting out pieces of utility away from DFM. They're always reacting to every little bit. So that's a flash already spent. Now they're left with even less utility to kind of stall and delay. No more slows, no more flashes, just the saturate from Mei, which he has to equip, which is what I was thinking about between the Neon and the Waylay. But also a lot of space now. DFM has a bit of information that PRX had slipped through. Kaide's on top of it, though.
Kind of interested to see what something can get up to here.
He's eventually going to regroup with the rest of his team, but just to stay in a position where he can try to pick things off. 10 seconds, though.
They'll get the plant.
Break the wall, someone.
I mean, this is not impossible for PRX to win. It relies on maybe one of those sheriffs to chime in early on in the piece. Kaide low, but he gets two somehow out of nowhere. That was looking quite awkward, the snake bite and then the shots.
Something has a res if he gets one kill.
He's got the rifle in hand. I'm not sure that he's going to get the chance to get that res off, but we'll see if maybe he can do something. He's really concerned about the push coming from above. He needs to worry about this. Now, res potentially on offer, but who could you potentially res and keep them in the fight? I think he has to get this done himself. Defuse being held. I mean, it was a 2-on-1. Yeah, it's not unwinnable at all there for something, but shots just don't quite go through. So DFM, they claim another, although that was probably the shakiest of the rounds.
Yeah, I can't lie, that was a little bit of wishful thinking from me. He just didn't have the space to make it happen, but this is great work from Kaide still. The flash, but he just holds down mouse 1. And although it was shaky, it just shows PRX's ability to still, be able to pivot around. They have that mid-rounding in them, which is what makes them capable. That said, though, DFM still putting up roadblocks every spot of the map, so we'll see what the adjustments could be coming up from the coaching staff. Alex and Wendler bringing this composition, which clearly quite similar to what DFM has, and they've already tried to work around it by breaking down the initial Sage wall set up all the way towards A main. However, it's just, oh hey,
Aussies! What up? G'day!
They drew a little kangaroo too.
I'm happy.
Oh man.
They should have come yesterday to watch Autumn play.
They should have, huh? You're just gonna have a little chat with them afterwards. But anyway, yeah, just still curious to see what the adjustments are gonna be. I mean, clearly being able to work around mid control can work out pretty nicely for PRX, but what's the util combo gonna be? I mean, they're known for pulling off quite some innovative stuff. I don't know if they really want to show that off this early in the stage, but who knows? That's what makes this team so fun to watch. And right now they're all grouped up towards B, so maybe something brewing. Wow.
Well, this is a bit of cookage from Mei. See if Jing can cook anything as well. He's got that showstopper out and an easy connection onto Akame. This time the entry much cleaner for PRX and much more to plan. So the coach input having its impact. Res goes through. It was a 4v1 at the point that Res actually did get pulled, but in the end, just got to make sure that you do get this round over the line. So fair enough on the behalf of PRX. Kaide will just see if he can hold on to this Phantom for now.
Maybe not. Well, PRX aren't going to go hunting right now anyway.
It's a bit more like it though for PRX, no?
Yeah. I mean, kind of standard. It's just, you know, full-on set play into sight. You got the satchel, showstopper. You're clearing out or blocking off certain spots on the site, and the whole, like, you gotta love it when they're going in with that, like, hive mind mentality. Everyone knows what they have to do, and everything is just so in sync that as DFM tries to rotate quickly, it's just, you know, one by one. May tries to do something with an off, but already someone's on top of him too. Which, you know, for all things considered, for the next round, DFM might start to spend more resources, more players to try to reinforce the B site, which then would be gaps elsewhere, and that's what the macro game's about. We'll see. It's a great way to try to bring things back. But everything works out pretty nicely. Look at where the slow orbs land specifically, too.
A bit of momentum back there for PRX.
Oh, same thing? There's an op still for May.
This time no showstopper, so it makes getting those entries a little harder.
Aggressive Viper wall too.
So you have Akame with that Nightfall starting to come across, so if there is a committed hit here from PRX, that might just get pulled.
Perfect line for it.
Yep. As of yet, no investment. There it goes. PRX already have got themselves that entry or two that they need, so the Nightfall does not delay them enough. Jing's already there to wait for the drop from Kaide, and PRX looks like they've kind of figured out this B side. They haven't quite figured out their aim though. Jing and Forsaken dropping there, not ideal at all. It shouldn't go that way. Kaide has given DFM a chance back in at this round. It might be getting pulled back away from them though. Davai and something linking back up, and PRX take their second.
And they'll continue to put those on the board too, even without the showstopper. Just trying to take a look at how it's done as well. I mean, the spacing works out very nicely because Jing, although he gets ahead, he makes use of the obstacles on site for cover. Breaks down the door, blocks off more, guys sight lines away from DFM, and then the team aggresses despite the Nightfall. Like, they waited out. So it's bit by bit, and everything's quite clear and clean. A shooting as well. Now they go back off something a little more default. DFM go back into 3-2 split. But of course, with mid presence, DFM comes back in around. Oh, this is good.
Wall's just going to be cancelled out, really. Forsaken looking for a duel or two, and he's got Jing there to back him up. Device in mid there with them. Bit of traffic. PRX kind of playing this like death ball comp and walking around the map, aim dueling DFM. It's working out nicely. Sort of what they did on the B site for those two entries as well. Just grouping together. There's not a whole lot of nuance necessarily to it. Get into the site, get your entries, win the round.
It's just like really solid fundamental Valorant being played, right? Like, you break the wall, you know what the reaction's gonna be. They kind of saw nothing towards B main, so DFM immediately rotates. They try to check, clear out towards mid, and lo and behold, like, Forsaken, Jing, two players just holding the angle down, immediately canceling off anyone who does try to peek into it. Like, two X's laid on top of one another, and that's how sharp these guys are. So although it was a rip-roaring start for DFM on the map, PRX just immediately answered back. That's still impressive. They're building up their ults as well. By the way, though, Jordan, could you do me a favor?
What's up?
Say Davai.
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 I love it. Thank you.
Do you know where I think that comes from? Obviously, everyone's giving me a bit of slack for saying Davai. There's a song. I'm pretty sure it's by Bass Hunter. It's called Davai. And in the song, he goes, Davai, Davai.
I am not familiar. Is that EDM?
It would be, yeah, house, I think, more so. But
okay.
Yeah, it's dance music. I guess it is EDM. I don't know really what you would categorize it as, but
your genre.
It's like European, like Swedish. I think it's Swedish.
Ooh. One thing I don't listen to, but anyway, in case anyone needs to know, which caster is the one who has been singing, it's Elfish Guy. I'm sorry. Either way, timeout now for DFM because clearly something needs to be worked on.
And, by the way, before we get too far down the rest of the rabbit hole, I will just say, I've known Davai longer than literally any of you guys have known he's existed, by the way. Let's just put that out there.
Talk your shit. Yeah.
I was casting him from his very first game in esports.
Keep going. Yes. Which year is that?
Actually, I don't know. It's probably like 2017, something like that.
But way before some of the fans have even been born, for sure.
Well, maybe not that far back. We don't. How young are the fans at that point? But
you never know.
No, I mean, I've seen his whole career. Let's just put it that way.
That's true. You gotta admit. And you have like, you go way back. Anyway. So not the best of buys for DFM in this upcoming round, but they're gonna stick with the same. The only key difference being a bit more stall utility. The Sage on towards the B site now. It's a bit more aggressive on towards A, so they're going to need to be quick if they are to pivot back out after meeting contact. Oh, they just break the Prowler from him. PRX will stay suspicious, but also curious towards the mid portion of the map. No one's really peeking out just yet, so after seeing a couple of players out towards A breaking the Prowler, they're just going to head back to B. It's worked for them before. Why not?
Oh, well.
Pixel angle.
I mean, that will work. If you've got shots like that through from something, you'll be happy with it. You get the port to come back across from Cess. Reinforce this side. It does give PRX a little bit of a second to think about things before they do commit, but Davai has worked his way in through the smoke and now has quite a bit of space on that site. He's going to be reinforced as well by something, so even if something doesn't win that duel, imagine the swing will come through and the trade would be there, but PRX, they don't even need that. It is looking too clean at the moment. They've once again kind of just walked their way into B.
They don't even break a sweat. I mean, I was considering they had the option after the wall comes up and everything. They break the wall, they can call and cancel, go back to A. But no, they don't just fully double down or commit either, though. It's the fact that they stayed around Link and then waited for a bit more of contact, applied more pressure after getting the second kill, and then the players on the site themselves, feeling that pressure, would have to peek out or check. And, unfortunately for them, it's like 2, 3 maybe players out towards B main, all trained their sights down towards the site. It's not even like some insane util, it's just very clear, standard, and then you got mid-rounding as well. Like, everything's pretty intact. 4-4, and they're gonna keep going for more. I don't know what DFM is gonna pull out off of the timeout. A little bit concerned for their economy going into the next rounds too. Oh, okay.
Right at the last second, that's got to feel bad. And what's got to feel bad as well for DFM is getting off to a 4-0 start and thinking, hey, we might actually have a chance right here. And then just 4 rounds of PRX doing what PRX does. So you're right back into square one if you're DFM here.
No kidding.
I smoke. No, one more.
And they're not the type of team to like suddenly go aggressive either. So I feel like DFM is just gonna keep trying to stack up on sites. 1-1-3 now, and they do have a Bucky in the form of Cess on A. PRX have been starting with most of their openings on towards this portion of the map, but I can leave Davai on an insert here. Davai. And then the rest of the team can go skulking off elsewhere.
Toxins going up.
Similar approach again for PRX over towards that B side of the map. Of course, you've got Davai over here causing a little bit of a ruckus on A.
Oh, this is so good. Look at how he doesn't break the wall in an exposed angle.
It is a super contact play heavy from PRX on this attack. Obviously, that's not worked out for Davai this time, but it's the go signal for PRX to work their way into B. A couple of missed shots from Jing, and now the situation starts to unfold a little bit more awkwardly for PRX. 3-on-5, they're going to have to try to stave off this retake attempt from DFM, and they have a lot to retake with. May needed to drop there. Again, a failure on the accuracy side of things for PRX is what's letting them down in this round, and now just Envy to try to put together a miracle round. He is slowed in what essentially amounts to be a freezer at this point. He is not getting out of this one. So, nice retake for DFM, but Also, you have to say, PRX, they are living by the sword and they are dying by the sword. Some of the rounds, they're walking in, they're getting headshots, they're winning the round. Some of the rounds, they're walking in, they're not hitting their shots, and then they are losing. That's just the idea here on this attack. The contact plays, obviously that's not a contact play, but Jing kind of sending it, missing his shots. You see this fight not go their way. A lot of these duels are winnable duels for PRX, perhaps favorable duels even.
Yep.
And they're not being able to convert those, and that's why they've lost that round. So they'll look at that and they think, well, we made some actually okay decisions. We just didn't hit our shots. Yeah, and that sometimes happens, but nice win for DFM. You've got to take what you can, especially in a game like this one against PRX.
That's just the quintessential PRX right now as well. They're going faster in towards A site. It's Showstopper. Oh, slowed down for a bit, but
it's the slow stopper. But it works. Akame goes down anyway. Yatsuka does trade Jing back on out and does double down as well. So it may not be the entry that PRX ultimately needs onto this A site. It takes some recovering in the form of something.
We'll give him res. Oh, he's going for the orb.
Rez is there. On to Envy.
Could call a cancel, go back to B. And that's exactly what they're about to do. May has a great line down by middle, though, so... Oh, PRX double down in towards A site. Waiting out the wall. Sess has nothing, just a rifle.
It's an aggressive pit pull. Sess is going to cancel the plant, but it is at the cost of his life. And 38 seconds here for PRX. It's not going to be too big of a concern to be losing one. Puts it into the 1-on-2. Has found a rifle. It's fraught with danger though. Envy peeking out of the pit. Gets the job done for PRX. 5-5.
That's fantastic work as well. I mean, sometimes picking up a rifle, if the players are able to listen attentively enough, might be able to hear that it was picked up. And all around the pit too. Quick heads up play. It was almost a dire situation for PRX, admittedly. 3v4-5, I imagine, but just being able to bring that back something, getting the orb, that's just...
Alex is still looking a bit...
He's not impressed.
Yeah. 5 from DFM here. Considering it's been a 5-1 split since the opening start from DFM, I don't think you can be too mad, but this one might be another one for DFM. Seth's going to try to TP back to safety, or at least relative safety. He's on 1 HP. All up for May. Go over the top of it as well, and Forsaken ready this time around. Gun barrel spotted. He's looking for another one, but the jiggle works out nicely. PRX having a pretty tough time of breaking down DFM's defense. Tap from something was good. Is it enough to set Davai up for success?
Has a bit of delay utility after the plant. Has the wall to help him out as well, so it's not impossible.
Certainly not impossible. Davai can be pretty sharp when he wants to be. 2 players headed in his direction. He's going to play inside of his own orb to see if he can find a little window of safety, but now seen by Akame. And 10 HP tagged down pretty substantially. The pit will be pulled as well as an insurance fund. Snakebite goes through, but it's too late to deny the defuse. So DFM claim another round, and they have the chance of holding PRX at a deficit at halftime.
Oh, so good from both sides, though. DFM. I mean, look at this. Initial contact, and that's a quick swing as well for Sess. And immediately Yatsuka comes back in to support it. It becomes an effective high-low. So despite Something's best efforts and the rest of the team, which you have to admit, this is an insane flick. It's still not going to be enough. Down to the 1v2. That's a hit and everything as well. Great recognition from Akame to consider a separate angle. But PRX just go at it again. It's aim duels on top of aim duels.
1-for-1 so far. Yatsuka will heal himself back up. Looks like he wants to kind of come back on that line. He does get the res in the end. They're going to continue the challenge here, but Yatsuka essentially giving his life up. He still makes it worth it.
Always going to be that marksman. The rest of the team, though, oh, this is a great full-on collision 3v3.
Something's going to run straight into them. Prowler goes forward. Info's not there, though. Forsaken trying to port back out. The timing was all wrong for PRX. 7-5. DFM are giving PRX a real headache here on Summit.
Incredible. And I have to imagine that's maybe one of those new map things again. They just saw everyone out by middle. PRX were considering it, but what they did not know was, I believe, Kaide, all the way outside of B main, had already pushed out. So the team, DFM, knew that it was going to end up on A eventually. And look at how they played the slide off angle as well. Even tossing in the saturate right at the end, Envy could not trade for the team. So not too bad. We do have a relative even game between both sides right now. PRX coming in with their own set plays off of some timeouts, but DFM with their own adjustments. Real quick as well, like you can tell it's a little bit corrected from last week where they just kept on delaying but didn't have anything else left for the fights. This time around, they just continue to meet PRX at every single stop.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a bit of a different ball game going up against the triple duelists of KRX as opposed to what PRX are doing. And like in a sense, you know, PRX, they are sort of still looking for that duel-heavy style, but it's in a different capacity when you've got three duelists that are sort of trying to jump straight at you. We're seeing a lot more long-range duels. That is quite impressive.
That's insane helmet. The lights
came from Sweden. That is quite far.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Hey, Sweden sa match player.
Okay.
Korea
But yeah, you're absolutely right. But still, the ideas, the executions all working out for DFM, who have retained their lead after a little bit of a drop-off. But we'll see how the pistol goes now. PRX again, I think their composition with the paint shells, the siege nades, might be a little bit better on defense, who knows? They're going to be going past their screen for now.
Oh, smoke's gone up over towards B, but that is not going to delay DFM at all. They have made the perfect call to just waltz their way into B, and PRX are now scurrying their way across, but they've got to be aware of that lurk from Kaide, and now May in a strong position here. Good crossfire established by DFM. This should be their pistol. Envy's already dropped. May needs some help and won't get it in the end. It ends up being a 1-for-1. Davai for the double with the Sheriff. PRX are coming right back into it. Something with some spam through the smoke, and all of a sudden, DFM in what looked to be a good round, now struggling a little more so. Kaide has to get it done alone. Freebie onto Forsaken. We'll still put him in a 1v2, but time is ticking in his favor, and he is playing Ring Around the Rosie. It's not enough. 1-for-1. Gives PRX the second half pistol, and it was sorely needed.
Death Ball, Death Squad, man. They're so fluid with how they want to rotate back in and around, and even though there is a corner that was kind of left unchecked, a new map, it seems obvious, but it's always one of these small little things that just happens when you're actually in the server, on a stage, by the way, sometimes. But immediately there's a trade, and that's what works out so nicely for PRX. They constantly have multiple angles being watched for, players always available and ready for trades, ready for fights. That even down to the 2v1, although Kaide does manage to be able to get one down, it's a crouch and a shot for Something, who is putting up some big numbers for the team right now, but similar ideas, wants to set up the wall or slow to check for presence around A main. This is a variation of what DFM did before.
Well, this is a shooting gallery.
Smoke. What?
This could be awkward for Something. The Sheriff doesn't really have the stopping power to deal with 5 players coming around the corner at the same time, and he's caught in an awkward spot, but reinforcements arriving in the form of Jing and Forsaken, who has found a couple of taps through that wall. So PRX to recover the 7-7 scoreline. Kaide's going to be given the orb, at least he gets that before he falls.
Hey, 2 all points.
It is something.
Yeah, might as well. 7-7. You didn't think that you were going to be able to get away with much else at the end of the round, but that is so quick. Something, yeah, that had some question marks to it, but he at least gets one. I was thinking maybe he goes in for a wall or something, but either way, immediate with the flash. Forsaken gets 2 off of his own flash as well. Jing has a bit of assistance. It's really clean.
First gone round here for DFM. We'll see what they've been cooking up in the last week.
Okay. 3-2 or 3-1-1 if you consider May to be mid.
Oh, that is sharp from Forsaken.
What a duel. And the toxic screens are still there and available. Kaide's not really seeing too much else. It's just both sort of Sentinel versus Pseudo Sentinel all the way towards the A portion of the map. Akame's trying to dip his toes in towards B.
Yeah, just keep those players honest, keep them on the B side, while the rest of DFM move their way in through middle.
Boombot's good too, but
doesn't clear actually anything. I mean, it kind of clears out elbow there, but
smart for DFM to dodge it.
There.
Doesn't spot anybody, that's the important factor. DFM reasonably progressed through middle. Jing kind of watching for it. He's going to drop the door.
DFM still not making a single sound. PRX have to be ready.
They are still ready. They haven't moved any of these players off of the B side. DFM going to be walking into 3. Now only 2 and now 1 as the entries are connected, but you're not expecting that third player. And Davai will deliver for 2, which is enough to give PRX a bit of a sniff in with this bonus round. A 2-on-2 retake required for Something and Jing. No tags going through onto DFM. Something might find it a little bit harder to get the job done here, but it's all about Jing at the moment. The Bulldog finds the head of Cess. And there's a shot connected and an easy finish for Jing. As PRX will claim their bonus.
How did Davai just turtle up and get those 2 kills? That hadn't gone through.
They think there's only 2 on the site, and then they overlook the possibility that once they pick the 2, that there could be a third there.
It's just so impressive still, though. I mean, oh my god. PRX themselves also kind of overlooking B-Link. So quick and sharp. Something getting the last punch through as well makes it easy for Jing to finish the job. And now, that's bonus. Broken economy for DFM. It's just so clean from this team. Every player still able to put up numbers regardless of the situation they are in. We'll see, though, what DFM can try to get done with their ego right now. Very tentative down middle.
右見とくよ。
フェード、フェード。
いいフェード、オッケー。
プララ1個使ってた。
あ、画面映画いける？
オッケー、待って。
壁。壁上。いや、これ A、上乗ってるわ。どこの？レイズがレイズ。上か。一応 A 壁を抜けれる。A プッシュ。
Spike down mid.
3人。
Doing a thing.
Cool little trades with the C's tossed in as well. And that's just easy trades for days.
Yeah, Akame going to have a bit of a look with that Sheriff. Wanting to obviously retrieve the spike first and foremost. Forsaken's given him an opportunity at a 1v1, and now Davai's done the same thing. This is how you lose these kinds of rounds. It's hubris from PRX.
Something can res, but
he's got to keep the gun in hand at the moment because the peak is coming, and once again it is something that has to be the hero for PRX. It should not have been that close.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I feel like I've just watched them so many times now that like I've come to just
you accept it.
Enjoy, yeah, a little bit. Alex must be enraged though. Like some of these duels and fights. It's just so PRX. That's like what they do now. But at the same time, for DFM, you have to admit that those were some pretty crisp shots from Akame. They brought that eco all the way down to 1v1. Like, damn. Still though, round for PRX. Gonna be able to continue off of it. But you can also kind of see like DFM do have some ideas and approaches to how they're trying to clear certain angles of well. All these little bits of elevation towards middle, maybe even B main towards the back of the, you know, the actual area where there's a ledge that can throw off crosshair placements. It is helpful, but they haven't really done enough or too much to apply pressure to portions of the map yet. They're not playing that kind of tactical, incredibly slow pace. So PRX are kind of happy to poke around a little bit. Jing, you've seen him pivoting around middle a lot, breaking down doors, blocking off pathways away from DFM. And And that's just more obstacles for DFM to think about as well. The one thing, though, I have to say would be at this point, 7 and 9, DFM can come in with some kind of a set play, perhaps. Might be able to throw PRX off guard.
Yeah, it's about time for DFM to start rolling on this attack if they want to have anything to say about this map. Looked pretty good in the first half. Now that PRX have gone over onto the defense, things have gotten much more difficult. And we know PRX is that kind of team that can just get on a bit of a roll and essentially run away with the game when things are going well for them. We do get a little tech pause here. You know, every time you hear that music, that's what's coming.
Well, hi-hats. Yeah. Shouldn't be too long, though. Who knows? We haven't had one in quite a while.
I'm told we're resuming. So there we go. Just a minor issue maybe, or maybe a non-issue, to be honest. Someone's earbud fell out. That kind of stuff happens.
Don't that take watch. How to get? Adam.
When you're at home, you don't need it.
No, but like obviously it's something you have to get used to on the stage, right? So it might be easy for it to just fall out. Anyways, besides the point, we're back in game. PRX up 9 and 7. We've just come off the timeout here from DFM.
Elfish is a pro. But yes,
absolutely not in any way, shape, or form.
They are close to some ultimates, though, so those could be very big, game-changing plays that they can make. Immediately taking control over A main, a bit of presence towards B as well. But PRX, immediate wall.
What is this
propped up? Okay. PRX giving them due respect.
Yeah. Retake set up for PRX. Invi's just going to collect one on the way through, and it's not going to need to be a retake if you drop the spike on the way in. That is madness. DFM thought they had the site for free. In the end, PRX said, no, you do not. May and Cess immediately find themselves alone, and unfortunately for May, this is like playing a horror game. All your mates are just gone.
One by one as well.
Yeah.
On the side, he just has to clear little angles as best as he can. Yeah, and that's what PRX so damn good at, though. Envy as well. Like, they're just playing reserved, watching every possible lane of entry. As soon as he hears something, immediately pops in for that quick peek and actually gets the kill. And then the next one is the guy with the spike. Like, why not have May carry it and then, you know, dash in, light speed in or something, but well, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Now they're gonna go full on collision into A side, just a toxic screen and maybe Envy to try to hold it off. Ooh, Divine.
As soon as that wall goes down, he's gonna have quite the handful to deal with, and just absolutely no chance there as Yatsuka able to double down on the entry. It felt like Divine just got a little bamboozled.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This has got to be what that timeout was for. You have a full set play into this. Hitting the Nightfall, everything. Divine might have been considering, you know, maybe Cess onto a TP into the corner, but okay. Something tries to bring it back. Have to break down the wall, though.
I don't know. Let's not count this as over just yet. PRX have had a couple of moments where they've looked pretty sharp, and Jing's also holding onto a showstopper. You do have a res available, something in position to find one on an Envy. So 4 on 4 for the retake. Time has ticked away pretty substantially, but that doesn't matter if you find an entry or two, and Jing's going to get the first. No more than that, and we get a res straight back on through in the end. DFM looking to hold on, and it seems as though they will, as that spike ticks ever faster. PRX unsuccessful this time. It's mutually assured destruction for everybody left on the site. Something even goes down. Kame, the only survivor, but PRX invests quite a bit on that retake that does not pay off.
I mean, you could say the same for both sides, to be honest.
At least DFM win the round.
Exactly. I think that's the main takeaway. But it's a bit of a desperado gambit from PRX to even force this to happen in the first place. Like, ultimates, the res brought back in from Yatsuka as well. In the grand scheme of things, although this is a very nice set play into post-plant hold as well, not being able to make it out alive in the battle of attrition, PRX might still have an edge. They start off the round with a peek in towards middle this time.
Nothing to be seen so far. But there is danger lurking for PRX. It's an unorthodox push. That smoke, if it goes down at the wrong time, could be awkward for Forsaken and Jing, but they still manage to find what they need. A 2-for-1. The spike also dropped. There's a massive advantage here for PRX, and it looks like they want to try to hold on to it for now, although starting to exit middle.
Don't really have to. Look at Devi as well. I mean, this is PRX swinging with their sword, and boy, is that sword sharp. Devi into a corner, but it's a bit of a one and done. Okay. Kaide is done.
Yeah, clean headshot. May's been spotted out now as well. You're going to get the triple swing. No mistake to be made there from PRX. Spike still not really retrieved. Takame's just picked it up now. And he's not going to get away with it. Easy kill for Envy. PRX up to 11, dictating this game at the moment. DFM, they get one round in the second half, but they're not able to put anything behind it. So it really does feel like a bit of an outlier.
Kind of, huh? But it's just so darn good as well. Everything that they're considering. I think teams are gonna have to be studying this tape. It's not one of those odd or like off-meta compositions. It might not be like a full double duelist, but it's very measured and controlled, very reliable, and fundamentally, PRX are playing it pretty nicely as well. DFM trying to test, but PRX just pushed through.
Something recognizing there's a fair bit on the other side. So we're going to just try to slow things down with the orb. Player set up though for PRX. You go around this corner, DFM, it's like running into a shooting gallery, and well, you need to try to fight your way back in. Kind of works out 2-on-2 now, and the B site somewhat opened up. May could dash on in.
Okay. Oh, they're trying to min-max it, get a res in.
I don't know if the res is going to be so easy with this lurk coming through from Forsaken. There's no body that you can easily get to, so Yatsuka, if he's too hell-bent on getting this res, he might just fall for free round the corner, and Forsaken is waiting. It was a bait after all. Yatsuka too eager for the revive, and Devi is in there onto May. PRX will go to 12. You could see the idea for DFM. You called it. It was maybe the right call, but in the end, PRX thinking one step ahead.
And that's not even like it's just fundamentally what makes some of these individual players that good. They recognize it and they immediately pounce onto it. Forsaken. Oh. And not only that, like every instant contact, it's not going to be easy for DFM to break through unless they have some kind of set play.
Psycho, bro. Again,
oh, Psycho. Fundamentally, everything just works out really neatly. And although this is Akame's 1000th milestone career kill, you're going to need a hell of a lot more just to get this map to an OT. Oh, Viper's Pit. Okay.
Interesting. Well, on the topic of something, by the way, I think he's pretty close to 3,000. He came in this week at 2,963, so a chance that he could maybe get it today if it's a longer game. Forsaken is trying to steal some of those kills away. Jing's in there as well as Envy. There's a massive mid setup from PRX, and DFM have gone walking straight into it. Nades could be a huge problem. Yatsuka survives and heals back on up.
You get a res in. Walls off first.
Okay, straight back in for the recontest for PRX. Hasn't worked out. The reses, typically speaking, have been quite effective for DFM.
Devi, though. Yeah. It's not going to be an easy 1v3, that's for sure. But he has slipped up all the way from behind. Will DFM expect another lurk or flank play?
He's watching for it. Devi can close the distance, but walk straight into the headshot. So DFM not down just yet.
This can definitely go a little bit further as well. Take a look at the alt economy. May one away from convergent paths. Could be very useful for a full site to take. And considering all the mid hits, this is another one of these rounds where this time PRX kind of dies by the sword. They wanted to go for the aim duels, especially off of the res. Like it's a, it's a sound opportunity to try to capitalize off of. But if DFM are just a little bit more readier, it is what it is. You go after the next one. Jing one away from Showstopper as well. This can make for a pretty explosive last few rounds. DFM though, just full in waltz into A site.
Not going to let that one happen. Not so easily at least, but does have to go down fighting. Forsaken also drops in that. Meanwhile, A site somewhat cracked open here. DFM getting a fast plant in and some nice space being taken as well by May. He might even just continue with this push, and that is going to be a real ticking timer for PRX. They're not expecting him that far progressed. It's a decent trade from Jing, who, again, has got the showstopper ready to rip if there's maybe an opening in this round.
Maybe not, though. 2v3. Can't go in alone.
Something is being given time to work, and I dare say he's going to find his kill onto Akame, but Jing got nothing done, so might not be a relevant factor in the end. Time is starting to get away from something. Wants to push his way forward and cannot win it for PRX, so DFM survive yet again.
Now 2 rounds away. What's the economy then look like for PRX? They have their ults that they are still sitting on, though. So anything can happen. It still kind of feels like it could be anyone's game, although that said, DFM does have a bit more work to do. However, it's quite clear that going in with full push, full rushes can work out quite effectively if PRX only have singular players left on sites to try and stall or hold. Like, Devi was only able to take down one, couldn't toss in a snakebite because he had no info, honestly. And it's fair, especially that's what that Waylay can do. He did what he could. Ultimately wasn't quite fully enough yet. Now it's gonna be a timeout. Could see PRX start to shore up defenses on both B or A a bit more, extremities, which leaves gaps elsewhere as well. DFM will have their choice pick. Remember, they have their ults to bank on as well. They can sell some fakes if they so choose, convergent paths, and the like.
A or B
as the timeout does fade away. PRX wanting to ensure that they get it done here before it gets a little bit too out of hand.
All
round for DFM, really starts to add that element of doubt to PRX's chances of winning this map. But for now, it's still kind of feeling comfortable enough.
Yeah, maybe. PRX just bank on the fact that, they're not going to hit A twice. Let's bank up on B this time. Hope that it works out. Bit of a crossfire, maybe. Something to jiggle for info first.
It's going to be pushed away. Convergent paths in. May gets a double. There's no way. Something and Jing just deleted both, caught by the convergent paths and could not land their shots. In B though, for at least 1 and 2. Now Forsaken chiming in as well. It's not possible, surely, that they could still hold this round. A 3v5 for PRX if Devi can close out this 1v1.
Face your fear. Take them.
Will be spotted out or not. He just avoided it by the barest of margins, and Akame bamboozled. It is over. PRX secure the 3-on-5. Devi wins the 1v1. And yes, his name is Devi.
Let's go! Which is exactly what it means as well. My God. Cool as a cucumber. And he doesn't even break a sweat. Dodges the Nightfall with ease. It's a simple pick as well. They always had the cushion to go off of. It was pretty close, you have to admit. DFM have the right building blocks, but PRX's blocks are just that more solid. And that's what I was talking about. This is a scary team when they have the right fundamentals to build off of. For the next few iterations of this, you can bet they're going to try to make something more innovative out of their current composition. Teams. Yeah, you gotta beware PRX on Summit, man.
I would say there was still, a couple of teething issues there for PRX. Certainly the slow start raised a couple of questions. They'll be looking at that map and saying, was that our best foot put forward on Summit? I don't think they'll say yes to that. They'll definitely have some things that they want to work on, they want to fix up. I think they would say that was a little bit too close for comfort by their standards, but end of the day, decent game played by DFM as well, it does have to be said. And we do move into map 2 with PRX still in a pretty solid position, so I don't think anyone really walks away from that too disappointed.
Yeah. So next map, इसके बारे में जाएं. PRX 2 So the first 14. This DFM round conversion बहुत बुरा है 2 टीम यार बैटल सेजेस इधर पंपिंग मारा है इधर एसटी का मारा है
taking their map pick, but DFM, I think they can still feel like this is a very winnable series.
Yeah, and you have the debut of something on the stage. I was going to say Sage on the something, but this was quite a surprise just because I would think that maybe it was Jing that was going to be on the stage. You know, we saw a lot of those TikTok walls and everything when Jing was previously on the stage, but we have something this time debuting this agent on Summit. I mean, I guess it's like this does work perfectly for the map.
Yeah, I mean, the very first clue was him whiffing util. but for the most part, I felt like he was solid on this, and I love putting the aimers on stage because it's a very simple agent to play. You can use your util, and then you are that gun. I think something did an excellent job here. For the most part, its util was rock solid, and as always, he's a fantastic player in those heads-up moments, and he made that work.
Yeah, Yatsuko on the other side of things having a pretty good game on the Sage as well, so it seems like it might be a bit of a frag map. You saw some interesting little walls there from both sides. I think there was a mid wall for a DFM where they tried to just hard fight mid with a bit of like a vertical advantage. And yeah, I think it's interesting to see how Sage will continue developing. Could see that role swap back on PRX at some point though, especially if they decide that Raze isn't the best fit for the map. You could definitely see something back on the Duelist and Jing just pick that up if they feel like Sage is a strong part of that comp.
Yeah, it's certainly possible. But yeah, you're talking about all of the walls. You had Sage with the walls, and then you had Viper walls as well as just walls and walls and walls.
Yeah, 100%. I wanted to talk about just how strong Viper is in the game in general, and the reason why is it forces your opponents to do stuff. You see this wall come up from PRX across the right side here, and you see the one-way in response from DFM, and they have to fight for this info line. On the other side of things, PRX, they're dealing with this wall on the main side of things, and they have to walk back and re-clear that space there. Something goes and clears that angle. You see on the side of things here, PRX putting pressure on the map with that Prowler as well as putting the wall up, and you see for DFM, they actually put this wall on this side of the map, as I said before, across B main and middle, and that will force later for PRX to come back and re-clear middle with the boombot you can see here. So the thing I want to really stress is that Viper is such a strong agent because you can press a button on your keyboard and use just the gas to force your opponent to use resources and commit manpower to re-clear angles and actually contest map control. It forces the other team to actually play a different game than they may have intended.
And the thing I love about it is that on these new maps, it does a great job because it simplifies it. It starts cutting these sites in half. So I think as we see some of these walls, we'll draw them on in just a minute, but a lot of them are all about stopping these angles, these kind of sight lines that we see so common that the defenders like to hold, that it's all about putting a stop to that. And you see what happens is you can often walk into the mains, that you have to put the wall up, you drop the wall. Yep. You can see it here. So you can walk into B main behind that wall, drop the wall to face into main, and then you can exec without those sort of key angles in the way. Exactly the same on A. So I think we'll see a lot more of those mains attack as well. And then on the defense, a lot of it is about stopping the rushes, right? So you cut deep across these mains because it forces you to slow down. You can't rush hitting through a wall multiple times in a row. You will be stopped by it. So I think as we see more Summit, we'll see teams embrace this Viper a little bit more because it simplifies things and forces teams to slow down.
Yeah, 100%. Not the best lines from me, I'll admit, at the end of the day. We'll put the minimap down because I've had a bit of a struggle with that one, but 100%. Like, I think that the defensive walls contesting the mains and forcing the other team to kind of interact with that is the main thing that we want to focus on. I like how you can kind of put the wall up and burst on attack, be able to kind of streamline yourself into an execute in that regard. So I think that Viper, super strong on this map.
And this is exciting to point out also as the meta on Summit is beginning to form, right? We're seeing how both of these teams were able to counter each other, like almost immediately with just those walls, like the Viper on Viper and the Sage on Sage as well. It got really sort of confusing at times for all of the teams because that wall would just put a stopper to any single plan that you had initially, right? And you would have to pivot. So it makes it very interesting, of course, as more and more Summit plays come into light. And of course, now we head on over to our second map, which is gonna be Ascent. Now, this was memorable for PRX last time because, of course, they brought out the mix.
Yes.
Do you think we're seeing that again?
I mean, I'm not so sure. They did get a win with it, but I do think it needs some refining. I wasn't sure how much of that was just to show something a little bit different, maybe hide a more true comp, because it's not only the mix that was weird, they were playing Harbor with it as well. This is a very, very off-meta comp, so I think DFM are sort of okay if they do decide to run that same comp. I would be surprised. It kind of feels like a little bit of a targeted pick after what they saw last week.
Yeah, potentially so. I want to see whether PRX are going to kind of roll with the same comp or continue experimenting. It's something they've already kind of mentioned. They have some potential, but maybe it might be a little bit underpowered, or it might need some buffs before it's able to be more viable in the main meta. They're also a team you can see that is quite happy to mix the Yoru in, and they continue having success. So I think at the end of the day, we'll see what DFM wants to kind of bring into this map. You see the last comp that they played was that double duelist. They definitely have the potential to flip their comp going forward here, though, if they want to.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting to see if PRX does continue with something like this, or if they have something else up their sleeve, because they did say how they are using this time to experiment a little bit. So they are feeling a little explorative also. So I think if they have something else to bring out here, now is absolutely the time. So I'm excited to see if PRX are going to do something a little bit more off meta once more on Ascent. We'll find out if that is true and if DFM can manage to make a comeback. Right after this very quick break, we resume this match.
चलो ब्रेक के बहाने हम भी थोड़ा ब्रेक ही लेके आते
Hello, Damai.
Hello.
Welcome.
It's been fun. I think it's my first time visiting. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we couldn't bring the trophy to Pacific, but I'm proud of the boys.
또 다바 형이 잘하거든요. 그래가지고 맨날 챙겨봅니다.
Oh, thank you. 감사합니다. 예.
예. 헬로.
나이스.
Hello.
헬로. 안녕하세요.
어디 앉아요? 아, 예,
앉고 싶은데 앉으래.
Now we have the last player joining with us.
댄서.
VCT 댄서.
보니까 최근에 그 영상을 하나 봤어요. 인스타그램에 올린 영상.
나 봤었던 것 같은데? 그거 레드 이거 했죠?
아, 그래, 레드.
오. 아카메. 한다. 붉은 없이 하는 거야?
간단하게. 네. 여기까지 하겠습니다. 잘해.
So today we gathered the masterminds of Pacific. 브레인 이들을 모신 건데요. 오늘 저희가
아, 나는 브레인 맞아. I'm brain.
6 biggest brains of Pacific. Do you agree with that?
I mean, maybe 5 lah, because I 5 IGL and 1 duelist before.
Maybe everyone has that texture, maybe? Nah, I'm joking.
뭐 나라 형만 빠지면은 브레인 팀이지 않을까?
아, 저는 브레인 맞습니다.
Your deduction skills and your imaginations are important in today's game. 이제 보여드리겠습니다.
와, 야 이거 뭐야?
와, 미치겠네.
이게 뭐야?
I was so confused. Like, I had no idea what was going on.
I didn't expect to actually analyze this kind of thing.
어지럽다. 이거 내가 할 수 있을까?
The game looks so familiar, you know, like look at the agents, look at all the things and all the icons for the utils.
아 이게 요로 TP인 것 같은데? 요로 TP? 요로 TP 아니야?
아, 페이크 TP네, 저거.
뭘 페이크 TP야? 그냥
페이크 TP 아니야?
텔레포트 깔아놨다는 것 같은데?
카메라 있습니다, right? 아이.
Yeah.
카메라.
Yeah, but how come there's 2 cameras over there also? They only have 1 side.
Oh.
No?
Oh, it broke in the beginning? Oh, there's 3 eyes. What?
3 eyes.
So,
What's that?
Viper wall? Viper wall.
Oh, yes.
and almost not 1 way, I mean, that's all I know.
That's beginning. Oh, beginning.
Yep.
Cypher trap, I mean.
일단 ending is B.
Ending is B.
이거 NRG 조합인가?
I don't know. I mean, we don't play a beat, so I don't watch the beat. I don't know. It's on you guys, boys.
이게 죽은 거네 형.
그래, 죽은 거래.
데드.
Yeah.
레드 바디에 이 화첩 이건 뭐야?
시선.
이거
Trying to push.
야, 이거 뭐야 이거?
아이사이트.
looking? TP, right?
Yeah, it's a TP, it's a TP.
I think fake TP, right? No? Or waylay dash?
TP 아니야? 그러니까 A 메인.
It has to be TP, guys, because the holy. Brain is not braining at the moment.
진짜 너무 어려운데요 이거.
I thought I was smart for a second.
이거 프랙티스 게임이라며.
Still doesn't matter. BBL are just that hard hitting right now. Playing a dangerous game, but they need to close the gap to get some value out. These stingers, or this stinger rather. Screamer's pinged out now. This is looking ugly. The Rocket Lovers what? Ethan hoping to slow things up a little bit, but dimensional drift anyway. Lovers Rock can fight this. Working the angles though, already diligently. Taken low behind the boxes. The spam was good, but Ethan's better. And NRG.
X로 답을 해드릴게요. Yes or no?
Okay.
Ask us questions.
Should we ask this?
Yeah, let's do that. Is that Euro TP?
No, it's not.
Yeah?
So is it Omen TP, the middle? Yeah.
This one is Omen Alt.
That was Omen ulti. Okay. Now it clears.
Waylay dies first?
Yes.
그럼 웨레이가 푸시 나왔나?
아니 형 궁을 여기가 스타트고 여기가 저기다 썼네. 좌클릭을 한가 이거.
오멘 ulti is there from mid, top mid, right?
I think, I think this is the attack Omen, TP here. The defender Omen kill the Cypher here because he saw someone here. Omen kill the Cypher and then he TP here.
크레이지 가이 선수 좀 조용히 잘 추리했던 것 같아요. 연습 게임 할 때.
Bro, this one is a VCT match. Multiplayer.
The Omen who killed Cypher,
Yes.
he TP'd here and then he come here. And then the attacker killed the defender
Omen, yes.
Omen. So that means this round, attacker win. Right?
아니 스파이크 드랍 is there.
Are you sure it's dropped? Maybe it's planted.
No, cannot plant. Look at the spike. Cannot plant.
Oh.
Okay.
So defender win, guys. Defender win. Yeah. Okay, we solved the riddle. Woo.
So maybe we can guess a little bit about these sites.
I mean, just 3 people died. That's it.
So what about drone? Try to retake.
Teho drone from heaven, right?
Yeah.
Teo killed everyone.
Teho killed everyone after.
That's what I'm saying. How?
He just good, I guess.
So Yoru kills
Relay and ult and check him.
yeah, and sees Viper, and Viper dies from Waylay.
그거 어떻게 알아? 아니 그건 어떻게 알아?
No, because they do 3-2 split, right? This is Omen, this is Cypher, and this is Sova droning from window. So this guy.
But it could be Yoru killing both also, no? Because because he's still alive with the ulti
Maybe he
anyway.
didn't say. This is Dambi, this is Francis.
Bingo!
다 그냥 난장판이었는데?
아 이거 좀 큰일 났는데 서로 의견이 너무 자유분방하니까. 예.
I think it took all of us quite a while.
One person as a rep, write it down, tell us what happened.
Yo, someone.
캡틴.
Someone go. Captain.
막내 right. 막내 right. 야 임마.
아카메 몇 살이야?
03. 나 동갑.
어허, 생일.
12월입니다.
Guys, low key, he's been too quiet. I think he can do the paperwork.
Explain to him slowly.
오케이.
Okay, you start with 3-2. It was 3-2 split.
오케이, 3-2
3-2
split.
split. Okay, middle is Cypher and Omen, correct? And then
The Cypher is looking middle, and he died from the Omen defender. And the attacker Omen TP to the left side.
after, and then
Chill, bro. Slowly.
I thought he's using keyboard, no?
지금 적힌 거 3-2 스플릿 미드 사이퍼.
빨리.
오케이. 미드 사이퍼 럴킹 가다 죽었고.
It becomes 5v3.
이거 어떻게 졌다고?
No. Attacker win.
No. 야 임마. Attacker lose.
아니 어떻게?
그러니까.
What do you mean? Have you watched PRX? EDG Breach? Have you watched?
Davai and I had like pretty good ideas. The guy that gave us the most confusion is probably Texture.
And the throw has to be Texture.
나쁘지 않았다고 생각합니다. 제가 애들 도움 많이 줬어요, 제가.
I made a call even to the mid round and you carry on. Okay.
공격 요루가 삐맨 웨일이 잡고 이제 웨일이가 이제 수비 바이퍼 잡아서 5대3 됐고요. 미드 럴킹 가다가 사이퍼가 죽고 4대3. 사이퍼를 잡고 이제 오맨이 이제 수비
궁이 생겨서
쓰고 그다음에 이제 공격 오맨이 미드 TP 타서 수비 오맨 궁극기 죽이고 4대2.
And then
Cruz, go! 4v2, and then
it should be Waylay and Yoru goes to side. Waylay dies to Teo. Teo kills Omen, and Sova died to Yoru, and then Teo kills Yoru.
I think that's it.
Teo.
Defender.
Teo is the best player in the game.
Teo is the best. Who's the Teo, bro?
Now we'll announce how much you got it correct.
100%. Bepru.
GoPro.
50% correct.
Wow.
50? But our baseline was 50%, so you...
Hey! Kami dance! It's been fun, guys. It's gonna be individual. It's been fun, guys.
Let's go.
연습 게임 프로 보는데 할만한데 옆에 있는 친구들이 좀 못하는 것 같은 거예요. 그래가지고 개인전이라길래 이제 아쉬운 척하면서 속으로는 좋았습니다. 네. 망했다. 이것도 이제 제대로 못했는데 개인전? 할 수 있을까?
I had no idea what the shoot was, but seeing the practice game, I think it's gonna be fun.
아 이거 쓰고 들어가요?
네.
에이. 안 보여. 이거 뭐 공포 게임이야?
뭐야?
오, 괜찮은 거예요?
If you guys bring me to horror movie, I cry, okay?
오.
It's cool, ah.
무서워.
무서워. 이거 안 괜찮은데?
I'm gonna scream. Kept me thinking because I've been watching a lot of movies. Like the previous 2 movies I watched was Backrooms and Obsession. So I thought it was gonna be like something horror.
야, 여기 엄청 큰데 여기 공간이? 그러게 되게 크네. 무서워요. 아니 너는 왜 무서워하냐고. 내가 부딪혀도 내가 부딪히는데. 너무 무서웠어요 진짜. 이게 방탈출도 이게 눈 감고 들어가는 그런 똑같은 게 무서워가지고 막 했는데.
To the horror haunted house. Wait. 둥글게
빙글빙글 돌아가며 춤을 춥시다.
그 어디까지 가요? 여기요? 네.
How are you guys feeling?
Scared.
무서워.
너무 무서워요. 빨리 안대 벗겨주시면 안 돼요?
I mean, exciting, I think. I was very curious, like what you guys were cooking, you know? What's waiting for me?
Are you guys a little scared?
Yes.
Okay, so please take off your blindfolds.
아이고.
오.
What?
What the hell?
What the?
What?
Wow, it's so big.
서밋이다 서밋.
서밋.
이거 쓰고 들어가요?
네.
에이.
안 보여. 이거 뭐 공포 게임이야?
뭐야?
오, 괜찮은 거예요?
If you guys bring me to horror movie, I cry, okay?
It's cool, ah.
무서워.
무서워. 이거 안 괜찮은데?
I'm gonna scream. Kept me thinking because I've been watching a lot of movies. Like the previous 2 movies I watched was Backrooms and Obsession. So I thought it was gonna be like something horror.
야, 여기 엄청 큰데 여기 공간이? 그러게 되게 크네. 무서워요. 아니 너는 왜 무서워하냐고. 내가 부딪혀도 내가 부딪히는데. 너무 무서웠어요 진짜. 이게 방탈출도 이게 눈 감고 들어가는 그런 똑같은 게 무서워가지고 막 했는데.
To the horror haunted house. Wait. 둥글게
빙글빙글 돌아가며 춤을 춥시다.
그 어디까지 가요? 여기요? 네.
How are you guys feeling?
Scared.
무서워.
너무 무서워요. 빨리 안대 벗겨주시면 안 돼요?
I mean, exciting, I think. I was very curious, like what you guys were cooking, you know? What's waiting for me?
Are you guys a little scared?
Yes.
Okay, so please take off your blindfolds.
아이고.
오.
What?
What the hell?
What the?
What?
Wow, it's so big.
서밋이다 서밋.
서밋.
솔직히 좀 놀랐어요 개인적으로. 안대 벗는 순간 와 이게 가능하다고 약간 좀 이런 느낌이었고.
서밋 신맵 자체를 이렇게 큰 규모로 실제로 만들어서 했다는 건 상상도 못하고 있어가지고 와 진짜 스케일 쩐다. 네 감탄했던 것 같아요.
자, 지금부터 10분간 탐색 진행해 주시면 됩니다. Go in the map.
Go inside.
여기 들어가라고요?
네.
야야야야, 야 빨리 가야 돼. 빨리 가.
바로 시작. 오케이.
Well, when I first played rank, wow, the map is so big. This is A side. Oh, spike drop. Oh, spike is here. Spike is there?
Spike drop, okay.
스파이크가 여기다. 스파이크. 이거는 C4를 박았다고 봐야겠죠?
Wait,
I think planted. Right?
maybe it's already defused, no? It's down.
Oh.
Oh, maybe I
Is
shouldn't
it?
tell you. Yeah, it's down, no? I feel like it's too complicated trying to like give the false info, and rather than that, I'm just like, yeah, I know this and that, and then what about you and stuff? We just like sharing info, you know?
Oh.
I mean, I don't know, maybe planted. Maybe I'm thinking too much. I don't
Yo,
know.
this is
wait.
TP, right?
This is the TP, yes.
여기가 TP 나왔고.
Defender side, that's attacker.
Can I close the door now?
자, 이게 뭘까? 이 꽃갈콘. 꽃갈콘이 누워있다. 그러니까 꽃갈콘도 무조건 스킬 중에 하나다. 이런 게 없단 말이에요. 실제 게임에서는. 이거 벽 같은 느낌인데, 내가 봤을 때. 벽이 이런 느낌. 오케이. 아니, 이거는 뭐야? 이거 뭐 허수아비가 있어, 여기? 사람 얼굴. 페이크 이런 건가?
Wait, what is this again? Is it that body?
That body, Remy.
Rock that body.
해골이 뭐고 꽃갈콘이 뭐야?
Let's just go B-side.
B-side.
B 되게 많은데?
잠시만, 저기가 노다지네. 저기에 뭐가 많구만. 오케이.
아, 들켰다.
Oh, Omen Para. You can see from here.
Omen Paranoia. B-Link.
Welcome back to Pacific. We apologize for those delays, but we have Elfish Guy in the building, and we know by now that it's usually his fault.
Yeah,
Get him out!
Get him out of
I've
here.
worked with him for 10 years, and there's just been a pattern of tech pauses across every show.
And there happens to be a pattern of using Harbor on Ascent for PRX, but this time Jing is playing the Harbor.
Yeah, so Jing was on the Harbor before. The difference is
That's
here
right.
is no mix Forsaken to the Omen, and Devi was on Killjoy. He's now on the Chamber, so similar in style, but a few little differences.
But DFM running very much the same comp. They must be very confident in their style on Ascent. Of course, they picked it into this series, but it's a role change. Yataka continues to play secondary duelist here for DFM, and Akame, who was previously on the Neon, will swap onto Sova to keep the roles consistent.
We know that was a bit of a pause, but this is map number 2 between DFM and PRX. Can DFM make a comeback, or can PRX close this one out? Let's toss it over to Quack and the guy responsible for that very long tech pause, Elfish Guy.
I'm so sorry, everybody. It's not my fault, okay? It's just bad luck. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't believe it. Make your case. Present your evidence. You can't handle the truth. It's definitely not Elfish Guy, but either way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we handle this new composition that PRX has brought into the game? That's the question that we want answered right now. 2 controllers, Omen, Harbor, and then Devi swapped over from Killjoy onto the Chamber instead. We're keeping the Euro, but we're getting rid of the mix. I just don't know. It kind of makes sound sense right now with Devi on the Chamber too.
I wanted to see the mix.
Yeah, I know you would have.
I had some good stuff cooking in the lab for a mix game, but it's okay. We might get it later on in the season. See what PRX can do on this initial defense towards B. At the moment, it is just Devi. And DFM are kind of just walking their way in, happy to progress through B main, take this fight toward the Headhunter. Dangerous task for Devi coming around that corner. Multiple players watching him, and May will be the one to connect the headshot. So that is the B side cracked open for DFM.
Yeah, split in over, but still gonna have to flash their way in, kind of into a corner.
Yeah, not dug out just yet, and has a chance for a knife. It's gonna go begging something for the double, and now we're back into the 2-on-2. Envy punishing for Akame's missed shots, and something with the 3K, the retake from PRX, so good. A 3K from something, converting the 4-on-5.
Double, triple. We gotta see how that happens again, but I do imagine just slowing things down a bit. PRX always leaving options available for the trades, the way they space themselves out even. So although initial contact doesn't go exactly the way they would have liked, just seeing that smoke set up, they were a bit sussy about it. Players pushing in as well, and that's enough for something as that Euro with a final player right behind to be able to spot out Kaide mid-knife. It's a good attempt, but surprisingly not enough. Like, that was a pretty damn good pistol from DFM, but even getting Alex to crack into a last.
Especially after that last map. Impressive. Everyone gets a nice mental reset during the break there.
Okay. Wow, a couple of shorties for DFM. Are they looking to explode into a site? A little bit of crossfire towards short, though.
Jing ready for that, but a pretty impressive whiff from him, and DFM have waltzed their way in through tree, waltzed their way in through A main, and they have the site.
Oh my god. Not only do they have sight, they've actually managed to pick up all the weapons needed as well. The door's been shut. It's just the sheriffs. This actually might be a 1-1.
I don't think Alex is going to be laughing after this one.
No way. Break the door.
Perfect spot for a paranoia as well. I mean, there's just no way back in here for PRX.
Absolutely.
There it is. Both Something and Envy connected. And here's some footsteps coming forward here, and DFM will be well aware of where those two remaining PRX players are coming from. So you would think there's just no chance at all of this retake happening. DFM claim themselves a cheeky round. And PRX, yeah, a bit of sweat on their brow after that.
A bit, maybe a little bit too lax. Seeing the crossfire setup, but not quite expecting. You know, teams don't often go in for the shorty on the second round, but this is a great turnaround for DFM. Guns picked up and everything. You know what I would like to maybe see though, if something just tosses in like a fake Euroclone, like, you know, he just sends himself in anyway and tries to fake it out. Turns around, gets a couple of headshots.
Similar to what we saw from Autumn yesterday, although it didn't work out in terms of him getting kills.
Anyway, here.
Oh, big swing, big ding from Davai. 1 for 1 though.
Yeah, he's always credible as well, but just softening up what they can. DFM have their sights set on towards the A portion of the map.
Yeah, Spike just hanging out in mid. You'll see that probably rotating back off to A.
Not too much in terms of stall or smokes or anything from PRX either. Just the off angles from Something and Jing, who are moving into a crossfire position around the cove now.
Another smoke ready for Forsaken. They've got the numbers on the right side of the map, and they're going to play inside of this dark cover, or for a second at least. Recon Bolt does connect onto one. Forsaken's also been spotted out as well. You might see the cancel here from DFM, but time is starting to become a little bit of a concern for them. 35 seconds, they are going to commit to this site, and PRX have the pieces where they need them to be. The cancel in the end.
Really? All right,
after that kill comes through, mid-round's going to start to get a bit messy for DFM.
Something's managed to wrangle a weapon away as well. PRX keeping 3 players close by just in case there's a re-aggression, but oh god.
That's a good shot for Akame.
10 seconds left.
And PRX are going to be beaten on the rotate, so retake City for them.
But does DFM play forward or behind? They choose Boathouse. A little bit concerned about the potential lethality of PRX on their sheriffs.
And a main start ho gaya.
Goes through. It's not going to spot anybody out. That already in and of itself is going to be some information. And Jing catching Cess. Now it's another one. After a 3K for this retake, that could be a real spot of bother for DFM. Has retrieved a rifle as well, and surely there isn't too far for someone else to be. But right exactly where Mei is hiding. Jing gets the 3K on the retake with the fake of the pistol drop. And PRX will claim their second round.
Oh my god! I can't believe that. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't that full fake up. That was a simple.
It's just a little bit of noise. It distracts you for a second.
Wow.
Does enough.
And we've gone thrifty for thrifty.
Something on
2-1 now. It's going to be DFM set down for economy. No, actually, they should be okay. But really thought about it for just a second. Oh my god. All fun and whimsy, but it's going to be Blades for me now. We'll listen in to see how PRX withstands this.
What the fuck? I smoke your stairs, guys. They close the market. Can someone break? Jason, can you break?
Yeah. Lean. They can be out, boys. They can be out, I can't see.
Break. Oh yeah? Omen was lane, guys. I got PJ. 3, 2, 2 more. Two last. Nothing, they're gonna go back to heal. You have your ulti, guys. I got it. I got it, it's okay, guys. Nice.
No more, he's attack body.
Right, to there.
Well, so that's tucked in the corner here. Not going to have a great time of it, you'd think. Spotted initially, but not on that jump. PRX pretty aware of, roughly speaking, where he is. See a player hunting into that dark cover. And is the Vi who has whiffed. Oh my, that was scary for a second for PRX. There was that content piece that was
my god,
I think it was a horror game or something like that, but yeah. I don't know, maybe this was the horror game for Devi instead.
It might have been. Sometimes things like that happen, you know, the agent models and hitboxes and whatnot, but either way though, definitely still finding value in that op. Says has done well to turn around 180. We'll keep an eye on that for the next one. You gotta love that.
Oh,
clip it. But yeah,
it's a good reaction, that's for sure. Well, something could be playing with a bit of fire here if he stinks around a little too long. It's an entry attempt into the A site from DFM, and May is doing some pretty damn good work in that regard at 3K. Seems like DFM have just kind of beaten PRX for pace there. Something's still got the dimensional drift, and he's got his shots in as well. A double headshot straight onto Akame and May, and now Envy saves his life for a second. It is now something alone. Port out from Cess, just in time.
Yeah. Something as gate crashes to play around. He can fake TP. Cess is gonna have to be cautious.
Oh, the timing perfect on the peak as well, and that is an incredible round from something. Just pulling, I mean, I hate that I'm going to say this, but he's pulled something from nothing.
Well done, Jordan.
I hate that I've said that, but there was nowhere else to go with that.
No kidding. I mean, it was kind of like a 3v5 situation. May just comes in, blitzes through every single player up by short. But yeah, although they did beat kind of PRX to the punch on the site, something immediately just ports over, and that's what the Yoru can do, especially with the gate crash. And he finds value off that, gets one refreshed as well, has support from Envy. Didn't get the up at the end though, and I think that's what the crowd's kind of stunned for. But either way, this is still a rather impressive clutch. Has the right pop flash.
Oh, beautiful.
And he didn't even, like, I don't know if this is something you can calculate through, you know, the timing of the rotation. You kind of think to where that guy in the front, that face pump was so dramatic.
The vibes are a little bit different to the Zeta fan meet or the watch party that we saw from the first game.
But yeah, like, beating Cess to the punch also. My god. And this is kind of like, in a way, the best, in a way, one of the best possible starts that PRX could have gone off of, which is why DFM needs this timeout. The economy's flowing, they're buying up the ops, Devi has a tour de force, there could be a double op situation here, because Yoru is an op thing as well, and then something's just so good on it. Oh my god, there's just so much. DFM, I can only imagine, like, the way they break through this is by having initiators or something to force the off players off of their lines, and then immediately play contact into it. Yatsuka on the Neon as well. I mean, you can overwhelm the sniper players.
Yep.
And you should.
Well, back to square one for DFM. They're going to have to run it back, see if they can find a way to put some rounds together on this attack. PRX getting away with a little bit. I mean, they had a mishap of their own, to be fair. But it's been a little chaotic. It's been a little messy. I think even after all of that, though, to see a 4-1 scoreline for PRX here, thinking maybe DFM haven't quite capitalized on what they needed to.
A little bit. I'm kind of concerned for Something's position. This is very far up front. Has the Gatecrash TP out if he needs, but the op in this angle is...
I don't know, man. I feel like he's just kind of getting away with so much.
Fair enough.
Drone has spotted him. He's so bold, so confident, and there you go, just decides to back on out, but he's so sharp. Maze dashing, by the way, plucked out of the air by Something, and that's what I mean. He just seems to be getting away with everything at the moment, and he is unleashed.
Okay.
Oh. Well, that's going to be a big wave, but Kaide still able to shoot Jing in the head, so maybe it's all for Nord. Positions revealed on the behalf of PRX. Forsaken, again, doesn't really care. He's just happy to take this fight to DFM. And still, by the way, Something is in on the site, which is obviously of massive concern for DFM. Another pop flash out there. Dimensional drift now to try and find the information, see if he can deny anything more. Just giving Akame a little bit of a whisper in his ear as that plan's going down. It's that horror game style. This time it's Davai. I mean, you've got an op. You've got tour de force from Davai. You've got Something standing behind you as you're planting the spike going, hello, bro, I'm here. I'm behind you. Behind you. It's some kind of horror game for DFM.
It's nothing personal, kid. Oh my god. It's definitely not your typical round of Valorant, that's for sure. But holy cow, I was just about to think, you know, in this retake scenario, this is where the double op kind of bites you in the back. But look at that shot as well. It's a headshot. How? This is insane. Pardon my French. What the fudge was that? This is insane. Gets himself in towards the back of sight, and DFM, for all their efforts worth, they tried so hard to push PRX off by the back of spawn, or up towards stairs, you could call it what we will. But everything just tosses them back in. Jinx sends in that Reckoning, they get kind of blinded up. Something takes advantage of that situation. You go again.
And Something's over towards A this time around, so he is changing it up, and he is continuing to cause issues for DFM. This shot won't connect. Had a good chance at it. Yatsuka gets the better of it this time. A site is ripped open and cleanly done by DFM as well.
Avoiding the open line, so no spams available this time, but Forsaken still has his flash. Just gonna wall off to bait out as much as possible for now.
Yeah, they're kind of all stuck in on the site here, DFM, so there might be a world. These shock darts are doing a lot of work. Still, they need to be converted upon. TP up in from Forsaken will be unsuccessful, but you're still starting to see a few kills come through for PRX. It's just Kaide. Spike is somewhat planted favorably for him. He's going to build a wall of cages, but spotted over the top by Davai, and PRX can do no wrong. DFM drop another when it felt like they had everything they needed. They got the entry, they got the site. PRX just looking a bit too good on a scent right now.
No kidding. This is... Like, I'm thinking, you know, flashbacks to what we saw last week with the mixed comp that they had. This is... What? The retakes, everything. Everyone is on form, peak form today. Davai even jumps on top of Generator. This is... Oh my god. Like, Kylie just is not expected. And this is just continuing to compound as well. The op still in play, now off to a different site.
Davai under a little bit of pressure here, but he's got mates to back him up over on the B side, one of whom is now dead. So Davai's going to have to get it done with that Headhunter. He's around the corner as well, just trying to put that pressure back on DFM. In the end, will fall. Stinger proving to be a little too much at close range. Another disadvantageous retake required for PRX. As long as Something's alive, it feels like anything is possible at this point. We have that Hunter's Fury now getting invested to try to slow the progression from PRX. You think it might be enough. Time's ticking away pretty nicely here, but again, PRX, they seem to be that kind of team that can just conjure a bit of magic. This time, though, it is anything but. And a second for DFM.
Yeah, not too bad with Thrifty. This is fantastic job work. I mean, everything. Hunter's Fury just to force PRX into disarray off that little 3v4. And everything gets broken apart. The stuns, like this is the right call. Exactly what DFM needs, because the op player
Divine in this case, gets ultimately pushed off. There's not much that he can do, even connecting onto the spots where he does rendezvous to with the back off site. He thinks it's safe, but it's not. That said, though, I think PRX is somewhat happy with that outcome as well. They baited out some strong weapons, some strong ults as well. Now it's going to be May's turn with his own, the Blade Storm.
Something
having a bit of a look in mid.
Enemy tag.
Envy doing the same outside of A. Info is kind of there for PRX, and Devi's rolling in with just the Headhunter for this round. That's pretty bold, but it's worked.
Oh my
A 1-for-1. You know, he's kind of just money manning it.
Yeah. I mean, you could have said the same for May, but the fact that he got that done, and now something has a position. TP's out to safety. PRX knows exactly where DFM are. Confirms it too. Oh, something.
PRX being very active on the defense, aren't they? They are really asking a lot of questions of DFM at the moment.
This is a nice spot.
It just buys more time and resources away from DFM's eventual hit as well. They do have some to work off of, though. Relay Bolt, the swing, Recon as well.
Oh, Paranoia will connect onto Envy. Yatsuka eventually does spot him out and does get that Relay Bolt across in time. Kaide and Akame finding the entries onto the B side that are required by DFM. You'd like to think there's not much in this round for PRX. But again, never say never.
Doing careful to try to bait peaks away from DFM, but DFM not giving it to them. So eventually a save. They just didn't really have any other tools for the retake, guns aside. So not too bad. DFM managed to stabilize right now, and they can continue on with these really quick and offensive hits, calling the cancels, tempering when they need to, and then eventually grouping back up for the full push. Yatsuka and everyone have done pretty well. The flash from Cess, if Yatsuka hadn't spotted out Envy, that could have been a different round, but managing to do so right at the end. Not too bad. I do wonder if PRX maybe thinks about a timeout, or maybe not. They're kind of happy with everything going so far.
They're coming back, they're coming back.
They're coming back. They were indeed. I mean, Davai's just having a great time, isn't he? Like, he's just died and he's laughing.
That's kind of when they play at their best too, PRX, like when they're actually having fun.
They don't seem to be taking this too much to heart at the moment.
Is he gonna do it again? Davai's just going off of Headhunter.
Standing ahead.
Beware the A exec though.
Good way to save a bit of cash. You're right about the A exec though. That dark cover is certainly not going to be stopping them, but Jing with a stinger might well be, as he's still going to be a cause for concern. The wave's coming through now as well, and the spike has been stopped. Jing, a kill with a stinger, then a kill with a classic, and this round is over.
Flawless! Why don't we have sponsors for the Flawless title card? Oh my god, how has he done that? As soon as DFM tries to slip one right past PRX, Jing does it right back! This is incredible!
Timing is actually insane for him.
And this is like not something off the timeout. The players just thought to do it themselves. They've done sneaky plays like this so many times. He even has a classic kill at the end. Forsaken alone on the side too, just has the smokes to play around that this is peak PRX.
I mean, that was DFM's chance back into the half, and now it's kind of gone up in smoke. They do at least have a buy here. PRX up to 7, and that scoreline is looking pretty threatening right now.
Heard the TP, knows that DFM will be looking to play a little bit more slow and measured. 2 one-ways. Jing has another layer of smoke, so why not? They can continue to toy around, but Devi got hit by the flash.
Yeah, Paranoia caught him. It's all good. Still happy to get out on that line, see what he can see. Stays tucked.
Something by middle. It's tempting. Wants to go for that peek. If he hears any noise towards Cat. But it's A-okay so far. Ooh, shot whiffed.
I'm surprised he doesn't get away with that, actually, but both walk away safely. Now a lot of noise being made, and something's like, okay, bro, are you even gonna look?
Oh no, unfortunately not. So it's all down to the AXX once again. Look at the smoke set up by Forsaken.
Drone did spot the player dropping into sight. That is going to be a nice kill to open things up for May, but it's still not going to be the site taken. Davai here to defend with that off. Gets his head ripped off, the swing back on in from something, and remember what he was able to do on this site previously. 13 seconds, Spike needs to be retrieved, and May is caught in no man's land. 8 on the board for PRX. DFM are very much on struggle street here in this series.
You can't, there's no way about this. It's very difficult to stop this kind of momentum when PRX is on this train every single round. And in fact, you can kind of see the pressure building on against DFM. There's a slight disconnect there, and I believe that's why May was just standing still over by Generator. The spike was down. He was calling it for Cess, but it took a little bit of time, and it just leaves angles exposed for PRX to find more kills. And now we might have a very viable 9-3. DFM looking to do what they can, an A-split push, but look at PRX's position.
PRX's position's not going to matter too much if DFM take their time about getting into A. Which is more or less exactly what is happening. Davai gets one, ports back out. This is a bait and switch because they won't know. Forsaken's still in the corner, and now it's his turn to strike. Connection not there. He'll be punished as he tries to TP back away. DFM do actually get in for a plan. Retake now is required for PRX. Drone spot too much. May steps up and take matters into his own hands. This could be an ace for May. Has that dash in the position, ready to go. And just when DFM needed someone to step up, May does just that.
The protagonist. Oh boy. And he just puts the team on his back as well. Doesn't matter, shrugs off the weight immediately. Knows his opponent's last position as well, knows exactly where they're going to be trying to approach from, and perhaps because the door wasn't like fully broken or there wasn't that much pressure just yet, he just manages to find every single bit, and you can witness that mechanical prowess that he brings to the equation.
Halftime.
It's got to be feeling good going into the second half, regardless of what the scoreline is. You are maybe a little bit concerned, but still a possible comeback. I will put some faith and belief into DFM.
Or PRX.
Certainly that is one of those things that can stop PRX in their tracks.
Yeah, but 8-4 is a pretty tough score to come back from. May's going to need a few more rounds like that one, and probably a little bit more help from the rest of the team.
Really takes a certain kind of player to be able to make these plays. But my goodness. I mean, you called it the bait and switch, right? And like everyone else porting over too, but lacking some other pieces of utility like smokes and flashes. There only was something with one of the blind sides, and that probably wasn't enough, and they definitely didn't expect May to be hopping off top like that. DFM, more often than not, playing a little bit more stock standard, would have been on site, but May's that one X factor. Go off onto the second half, and now let's see what this comp can get done on the attacking side, but DFM should have their own plays as well. Okay, 3 players all the way back, defender spawn, just looking to pivot off of moment's notice, and that's going to be A site.
Whoa.
DFM pretty active over on that A side of the map right now, through tree, having a bit of a look towards middle. Not really spotting a whole lot though, so I think the game's gonna have to be up in a second. PRX, what? A bit telegraphed over towards B here, but DFM still not on the rotate. They are backing Kaide to hold that site solo, which I can't imagine is gonna be a particularly comfortable position for him to be in. Smoke's coming through.
3-2-1 swing.
Yeah, they're already kind of out past it. The trip dealt with. Now Paranoia's gone through. It is all on Kaide here. He needs multiple, and he can only get one. He has been kind of left high and dry. Can't expect any more from him, given those circumstances.
Oh, man.
He's being watched for by something. Should not be too big of an issue for PRX. Plant down early. Time ticking away for DFM. Dart through, doesn't spot too much. Now that push starting to come on in. Something will be the focus of attention. He doesn't end up buying a whole lot of time. Now it's time, though, to get past the remaining 3 players on this B site. All sat at the back of site. Jing and Envy connecting, and Davai to finish it off. It's a bit too easy for PRX. They just stand and deliver. 9-4. PRX will take the pistol in the second half and look to close this series out.
Yeah, that's both pistols on this map as well. My goodness. Sheriff's really packing a punch. Although the idea, like, again, you can't blame DFM for what they were trying to do. Initial contact, waiting for the right timing to swing off together, trying to allow for man. It actually does take something down, but onto the individual site, and Envy still on for at least one, if not for Davai. Next round up, PRX. And this is pretty insane too, by the way. Like, aggressive trademark set down. It's the chamber trap, and he actually gets info off of it as to where Kaide's positioned. Not a very common thing. Most players set it up towards the back to watch the flank, which is what Davai's done now. Also a 4-stack pistol onto B.
Crossfire, mate. Giving away the position, though, with the shot onto the clone. Something Davai finding their entries pretty nicely. This is shaping up pretty comfortably for PRX. Swarming their way into the site. Another flawless, as we've seen. 3,000 kills for something, like I said. He came in 2 today. 2,963. So he's done a pretty good job. That'd be what, 37 kills for the day?
That's close to a 40 bomb already.
That's a pretty good shout.
Oh my gosh.
It's a pretty illustrious club there as well. Includes Meteor, Buzz, Texture, and Forsaken. So the 5th entry to the 3,000 kills club for VCT Pacific.
Considering he only joined like mid-season in the first year of Pacific for PRX as well, this is impressive stuff. But still, DFM gonna have a crack. They have a full buy in this round. Yatsuka into wine, but doesn't reveal his location. PRX just working around the map a bit. I mean, DFM does have to play a bit patient, wait out the gate, possible gate crash, but it's not quite there this time around. Bit of contact, but it's more damage to DFM, actually. PRX thinking to group back up. They know that it's probably just a Cypher on B.
Yeah, a little bit of a fake attempt over towards A with that Harbor util. It doesn't seem to have fooled DFM at all, though. They're on their way over. Got a defensive smoke there as well, a bit of progression smoke to allow some extra players into the B site. PRX are going to have to fight for their positioning, but they've also got a player trying to cut the rotates off. That's Jing that has fallen to May. Plan has now changed for PRX. They've called the cancel on B.
Ooh, something though. Immediately decapitated. The whole team now. This rotation is very clear for DFM and me.
Don't know that you're going to have a huge amount of success trying to bust your way into A, but they are in. They will get a plan, and they have dropped Davai off a tree.
Spike planted.
Again, it comes down to some fancy shooting here from PRX. They just need individuals to pop off. There's a 2-for-1 so far. It's a start. Forsaken's got a rifle. Neither player game to drop inside of that smoke and challenge him for now. There's another angle. This Bulldog starting to get put to work. Smoke will fade though, and it's not favorable. But DFM at least stave off that bonus.
Yeah, not too bad. That's still Bulldog. A lot of bark, just a little bite. Ultimately, the 3v2, 4v3 was still quite a bit to work off of. Had Jing maybe found a little bit more, but this is otherwise incredible work from me to be cognizant of that possible position. Great and quick rotations as well, and this is how fluid or how flexible DFM need to be if they are to match PRX at their pace. It's going to be tricky though, because broken ankles, sometimes you rotate a little bit too much or too fast.
This goes here.
It's always going to be tricky. PRX, what's their game plan going to be? Slowing things down a little bit this time around. They have their own weapons. Let's have a listen in to DFM. See what they can find.
いや。このまま俺目見るわ。TP サウンド。TP。B ドローン、B ドローン。ちょっと見るね。はい、オッケー。2人いるわ。カバーいける。ファングル、メイン。止めてる。4メインいる。はい、B メイン木で止めてる。
Something on a big lurk, doesn't quite manage to get the timing right. Akame turns around just in time. PRX, they're still going to commit to the bit. This B site is where they want to go. They are walking into a pretty serious crossfire here. The jump just throwing off Cessa's aim, and Envy out of nowhere, the double entry, picking up the 3K. Oh, how PRX get into that B side, I don't know, but they're in there and they have a player advantage.
Hunter's Fury as well could use it in this post plant just as an early precaution. At the same time, Davai.
Yeah, I think Davai's the precaution. Oh, is there a shoulder there? Kaide seems to think so, and that's going to be the end of Jing. Envy on 30 HP here, probably not game to pull the Hunter's Fury. Davai has a whiffed, and it's on to Envy to get the ace. The dart through, Kaide not spotted, but Envy gets his own ace. That is criminal that he gets away with that round.
How on earth? But he's just so good at these moves. Way back then, when he was on Team Secret, even doing similar things. So the whole approach from PRX in this round, you watch the Cove and how they work around it, setting it up as a slight progression smoke, but because it's a shield as well, they kind of dip in and out of it, and just that little stutter step, he's so good onto it. Works off at the 3K, has information off of his teammates.
Timeout.
He just saves it out as well.
Oh, disaster. Despair on the faces of DFM now. They know their game is pretty much gone at this point, but might as well try and timeout. 11-5. I don't think you're coming back from that. The problem for DFM here has been there's just been way too many advantageous rounds that they have let slip away to the individual brilliance on the side of PRX.
It really is. Every single player, and that's the hive mind right there. I mean, this form today, they were pretty close on to it in that T1 game as well, but okay. Different ideas on Summit, very fundamentally strong, but onto Ascent, and everything's just clicking and flowing every single round. DFM are going to be broke. It's kind of feels like a likely map and series point for PRX after this one, but we'll see what they can do. Always going to want to believe we do have a lot of Japanese fans in the audience as well. They have the correct stack so far onto A site, crossfires and everything.
Cover going out.
This is just a tentative approach from PRX, though. I mean, they have seen a lone Cypher on B so many times.
Here.
As long as they do their due diligence.
Okay,
but Recon's already been spent. Envy still has the drone. Gonna see if they can apply a bit of pressure to B site initially, perhaps.
A few pings happening over on B again for that harbor.
They're trying
wall.
to sell a fake.
Yeah, something probably not too bad at that alongside Jing. But now back over towards A, and they are going to walk into the Lion's Den, it would seem. There's a lot of DFM players set up there. That drone spotting out May at least. Maybe one or two more. Something gathering a little bit more info here as well, and trying to combine with the Hunter's Fury. It's not really been successful in the end. Something, though, gets the gun out, and he gets himself another 3K, another miracle round. He should not get away with that. DFM letting themselves down again.
PRX, oh my god. Poster child. He just doesn't commit any mistake, even when it looks like he's doing something wrong. Sits down, crouches through, sprays down. Jing gets the last one.
Match point.
This is insane.
It's looking like a poor round for PRX. You know, they throw in that dimensional drift. They try to combine it with the Hunter's Fury. Hunter's Fury doesn't really get anything done.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, something just gets away with it. 19 HP. You needed one more bullet here. The trade is not clean enough from Yatsuka. And at that point, Cess, I mean, even if he does get the trade, it's probably too far gone by then anyway. So DFM.
You chalk it up to the guns. But here we go. Blade Storm Judge. Oh my god.
Oh, up close and personal, Yatsuka could make amends for that last round. It's a big setup over towards B this time around. Paranoia as well should be a good one, but Decoy going forward. Davai is the one that in the end gets baited by Yatsuka, who held his trigger finger nicely.
Shock darts could break trips though.
Wall's gone up over on A as well. Drone out. And meanwhile, you do have something that's kind of lurking around in middle. Kaide falling on the side. Trades are in from Akame, but he's also down. Realistically, Forsaken's got a bit of room to get a plant here, and a lot of this... Yeah, that's true. He will TP. A lot of this comes down to, I think, what something can do to try to cut this rotate off. DFM, I'm not sure if this is a fake TP.
Waiting for the plant.
Yeah.
It's still like, it would be a 3v1 against something. There's no way he gets away with it. No way. May, Sess, Yatsuka, they all have a full kit.
They might not all get to the site. Something hears them, and he is surely on for at least a couple here. Oh, the trigger finger is itchy, but he does manage to get that kill onto Sess. Up and over the top. The kill doesn't come through. Barely even any damage at all onto something. This round is starting to fall apart. Something picking the pace up now. It's Forsaken in the 1v1 against the overdriving Yatsuka. He knows exactly where he is, and the swing is enough this time for DFM. Forsaken is screaming into his mic. It could have been done there, but DFM survive.
By golly, do they. Anticipated it as well. Just kind of miscalculated the velocity at which this slide goes through. Gotta love it, though. I mean, their opponents are playing well. They themselves are playing well. PRX. Again, Forsaken. And who on earth makes a TP like that, by the way? Drops down off of Generator, gets the drop against Kaide, who is just kind of getting bullied on this map. As good of a job as he does. He's back on the B site now.
Well, PRX going to try again. See if they can finish this game off. This time, something on a bit of an expedition in towards Tree with the help of a decoy of his own. Envy dropped in the middle. A few of these aim duels starting to go the way of DFM now. One pulled back by Forsaken, and Jing, scary prospect.
Something, what?
How's he even done that? Was it a gate crash? I don't even know, but oh, he gets nothing done, and that was a double-fisted table slam. I can tell you that for free.
Off to B main.
Round still open here for PRX, although Forsaken having dropped will make matters a little bit worse. Cage keeping Kaide safe for the moment. PRX hoping for a mistake, and they get it. Oh dear! May and Kaide both falling. That should not be so easy for PRX. Plant down now. Jing has the ulti available.
You're kidding. Sess. He's gonna be marked. PRX are fully aware of where their opponents are coming from, and this... Okay,
fast lane. Bit of tags in here from Davai. He's going to have to port back into Boathouse. It is now a double stack from PRX in that position. DFM looking to clear it out, but you know how sharp these PRX players can be. Davai for one. Oh, and not quite the second. DFM survive again at the hands of Yatsuka this time. They will not go down without a fight.
5 rounds away, though. 5 more for an overtime. PRX are just making DFM work for their money. Oh, he knows he almost had it.
It wasn't quite the double-fisted table slam, but he wanted it. He wanted it.
A step far up front, and that could have been a different story, but my goodness, DFM. This series, this map is absolutely delivering. And you just can't help but cheer for both sides. Fire with fire, and DFM are still able to match PRX at their pace, the slight adjustments around. I honestly kind of liked what Kaide was trying to do around that progression cove that Jing loves to set up on this BXX. He stands out towards the far back of it, has a cage, so he would hear if someone steps in, and that could then be the trigger for him to, well, pull his own trigger. But instantly, as soon as the barriers drop, like PRX clearly, human benchmark test, they have the quicker reaction speed and instantly take down those two players, down to 2v2. Yaska still saves out the round, but all right, there's still several rounds more to go. Holding on to some shotguns, DFM, PRX themselves, maybe with the Sheriffs. But they try and slow things down for now.
These are the kinds of rounds where PRX sometimes do their best work, though.
You're not wrong.
Orb secured over towards A and towards B. So even if it's not going to happen in this round, PRX thinking about the long game. Something will have the dimensional drift next round.
That's right. Okay.
Surprising that you would get the Hunter's Fury invested in this round, given that PRX are on an eco. I suppose, again, DFM, they can't really afford to be holding anything back at this point. They just need every single round, and this one looks to be well within hand. Jing finished off at the end there. So 12-8. DFM now with their third round in a row, but they still need another 4 in a row.
That's right. And the question is, during those 4 rounds, will we get a timeout from PRX? It feels like Alex might have pushed the button. Because what we're seeing right now, it's DFM making incredibly lovely adjustments to PRX's executes. They know exactly where that gate crash is going to land. They know exactly where those coves, progression coves, are going to be. They heard that Aldor being picked up, and that's why Akame decided to go fishing with the Hunter Sphere, and he has managed to catch on towards Envy. It's enough of information for the rest of the team to get themselves set up on the A side. Yatsuka just has really come into his own in these last few rounds. Can that keep up, though? And does PRX decide to swap up their execute?
Yeah, I think they probably will here. Alex and Wendler, they'll be looking at things from the coaching booth and saying, okay, you guys are having a bit too much fun. Enough's enough. You know, you've pretty much won this series. Let's just get it over the line here. Let's lock it in. Make sure this is a 13-8. So bring out, you know, something a little bit more than just these miscellaneous sort of pick-based, push-based kind of rounds where they're trying to maybe get away with a little bit too much against DFM. So I would be expecting that we do see PRX kind of lock in on this round. Try something a little bit more standard.
Time to put the boys on their leashes to vie with the op, and you can kind of tell this is where the game's probably going to slow down a little bit. If DFM starts to get a little bit too loose as well, they themselves are going to get caught out. We're red-handed. So 2-1-2 set up for DFM. PRX already have the ultimates too.
You're right about this slowing down. Look at how reserved PRX are from the outset here. Passive in every part of the map. This is by every meaning of the word a default setup.
DFM themselves as well, but May, hearing the drone, starting to get into position.
Nothing to come from that position, to be sure.
The real hits on towards A.
Well, there's a bit of space being taken over by B. I'm not sure at this point whether or not we will see a commitment from PRX on either side of the map. It looks like they're just happy to take some space. So they've got A main, they've got B main. That's going to give them now some options. Perhaps they still look to explore middle a little bit here with 55 seconds left on the clock. That gate crash going forward. Not going to be taken by something.
That's gonna keep Kami out towards market. Oh, May.
You do have the 3 players over towards B. So again, not a bad setup for DFM, but something is going to be having a little bit of a look-see to figure out what that setup does look like. He doesn't come out of that ulti the better for it. 2 for 1 on the entry is not quite good enough here for PRX. They need another one, and that Cloudburst is going to slow them down, which they can't really afford with only 20 seconds left on the clock. Cess came across as well. The siren well reinforced, but Akami goes down as the garage door falls as well. 13 seconds here. PRX with their backs against the wall. Can they find a way to find that recipe to success? It would seem no is the answer, as Cess gets the 2 important kills. And again, DFM hold PRX off.
This time at the hands of Cess. He cooks up his own storm too. 3 more rounds now. Are we starting to believe the op and everything, but it doesn't really find any targets? And for everything that DFM does, they do well with the composition that they employ, actually, getting information off that one updraft. Everyone gets set up as well and into different positions. Ultimately, PaperX cannot break it past into the actual points of B. What is this now? Aggressive.
My God.
This is a little bit of something from DFM. They want to take the fight to PaperX. There's 2 players around that corner, though. That could be a mistake from Yatsuka. He had no backup, and he swung into 2. Luckily for DFM, May gets one on the other side of the map, maintains the 4-on-4.
It is a weapon, I believe, handed over onto PaperX now. Looking to group their forces on towards this A hit. Something kind of maybe to lurk around, get a drop in on timing, perhaps. Oh, that's the reckoning.
Once again, DFM have got the numbers where they need them to be. Question is whether they're going to have any impact on this round at all. It's just waves everywhere. As PaperX try to work their way in. Cess can't get more than just the one, but Davai and Jing are so low on HP. All it's going to take is a little tickle to get the better of them, and something's now down. Davai as well. Just Jing left alive. DFM are coming alive on the defense. This was supposed to be an easy finish for PaperX, and now it is anything but.
Score from way back then? Oh my gosh. It makes you wonder if we're going to have another timeout. Alex does not approve. Neither does Wendler. Wild TP out into the open. Slight trade. But the execute definitely not quite clean enough. All the damage ticked over. Players down to low HP. I was a bit concerned, but DFM are up to it. May with his own operator as well is starting to become a bit of an obstacle for PaperX as well. So could also be a linchpin for PaperX to work around if they have a set plan for it. All they need is that one good, solid round after all. But you're never quite sure. Both sides definitely fighting for everything, though, but a little bit more so for DFM, who need the championship points, who need the wins just to get themselves through, maybe into playoffs, if not to have a bit more confidence inside of play-ins.
Well, back to it. Now push really comes to shove for PaperX. It was all fun and games for a little while. Now, though, this is starting to get serious. Could DFM really make this happen? Could they push us through to a 3rd on split today?
I think it's possible. Ooh.
Watching here.
Back to middle.
Drone spots a player in mid.
Take flight.
Kame will send his own drone out just to re-clear middle.
Oh my gosh. All of this is just like resource management, of baiting out the drone and everything. May's starting to sweat a little.
There.
And without other info gathering tools, you're just not sure where PaperX is probably going to end up, which is why Kaide uses his own body to check in towards B main.
Decoy, not enough this time for something, and if that's all you're going to do as PaperX, I don't think it's going to be enough to fool DFM. They've seen that trick before a number of times on this map even.
Oh yes. Yasuka's seen him.
Kame smoked off for the moment, does allow a bit more room for Forsaken. There's, again, another variation on the wall towards B. PaperX going to try their hand at it. They're just walking through the smokes, though, and that is just not going to work out. Forsaken this time taken down.
30 seconds left.
It's a 3v5. PaperX are just not having any success with this contact style. Yatsuka could peek on the timing, or he could just wait for the push to come through. It's a real mess on both sides. Jing gets the better of it somehow. They still have to get into the site, though, with 15 seconds left on the clock. I mean, I don't know how you possibly could hope that this will work out. Kaide and Akame take it to 11, and there is now 1 round in it.
I think PaperX are going to be... Well, it was forever next round, too. Not the fullest of buys. So for both timeouts, unfortunately, PaperX cannot quite get it over the finishing line. Every hit I mean, it's tricks, it's little plays that DFM have gotten used to by this point. That hold by short does quite a bit. Just feeling all the support from the fans within the audience as well.
6 in a row here.
Ooh, okay. Forced off the line initially. May still setting himself up too. Not playing around middle this time.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Going back towards a short. Really gonna try the same thing, but with more support this time.
Natsuka out in no man's land to take the percentage play, that is to back up in towards the site, doesn't close the door, just drops the fast lane to try and slow PRX down. There's the first couple, PRX. Surely this is not happening, but such is the case as we get to overtime. DFM wins 7 in a row.
Oh my god,
all for overtime. And you can best bet this team is alive. May, such recognition, despite getting blinded. He tanks the flash. Still has the perfect crosshair placement for the shot and his team all around him. Instantly recognizing that's just going to be a one-dimensional hit coming out from PRX. It's set play for set play. Cess immediately goes into set up mode. Tosses out the flash in case there's a push out from main. Sets up more smokes so that the team has space to work around on the site. Fantastic, but you go back over to PRX on defense. They have struggled for numerous rounds now, but we'll see if they can bring themselves back from the brink. Davai onto this glass cannon op.
PRX maybe a bit more comfortable over on the defense though. We'll see how that ends up panning on out. Davai spotted May on the way into B. So info will be there for Envy that the cross has come through. PRX lose 1. Envy is the key here, cannot afford to be dropping on that site, does a good job of dealing with May, and PRX, again, look just so much cleaner on that defense. So they give themselves another series point.
Puts them, oh my god, once again at the cusp. Series point. But it's kind of like the eventuation of the meta itself as well. You're going set hit for set hit, and that's what DFM just did as an attempt into the B site. Who's going to be the one calling this timeout? It's PRX.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's probably PRX because they are moving on to the side where they've had the problems, right? You know, they have tried everything really on this attack. They've tried the set hits, they've tried those executes, they've tried like the weird goofy rounds where something's just gonna kind of walk his way in middle or gate crash somewhere different. It seems like nothing's really working. DFM have a really great read on what PRX is bringing on the attack here. Importantly, again, for PRX, they've got to find a way to get these opening picks. If they're gonna hit these sites, they need those openers, and that has not really been happening for them. So another conversation to be had here probably about how do we possibly actually get in, get an entry, get an advantageous post plan? Because at that point you can back yourself to win it, but getting there has been the trouble for PRX.
The set hits are just not quite working out, and for everything that you can try and do with the Yoru clones, it's just always constantly getting quickly broken and answered by with DFM in their current positions. I feel like they kind of need to slow things down and look for picks. It's not really well and truly PRX-esque of them, but slowing things down a touch for now. Back to Yoru defaults. Might force DFM to slow things down as well. This is the first time we're seeing an actual TP.
Oh, again, this is what I'm talking about. These rounds, you know, it's kind of like, okay, something, just try to make something happen. Ironic phrasing. And then nothing happens, you know? He's as an individual, being asked to just conjure anything, and he's unable to do it. And then PRX is like, well, I guess what should we do now? What's plan B? They've run out of ideas.
There's no one really working around him either, and May's just so wise to it. But it does give them, a bit of spacing. A split again.
Davai needs to hit this shot, and he can't. That is such a clean swing from May. Looks like we might be going to OT2 unless there's a PRX miracle in here somewhere. Again, all that util getting dumped in onto the A site. Envy has got himself the opener. And Cess making a lot of noise on the side, but still getting the better of Forsaken. There's 2 players here to defend, and 2 players will be enough, it would seem. Jing alone, 30 seconds to his name, and Kaide with a headshot waiting for him. 13-13, it's overtime number 2.
Switching sides.
Yep.
We go again. The pathing is just so, in a sense, obvious by now for DFM. You know someone's going to be swinging out the left side of the smoke, someone's going to be pushing out or jumping around generator. And Cess is just like so ready. He's like one of those baseball catchers with the giant mitts waiting for it. Wendler's just immediately in cooking mode, trying to do whatever he can if DFM does call a timeout, but that kind of hinges on PRX getting a good, solid defense.
Davai seen with that aggressive move, doesn't want to swing too far. Tree control was lost, something down now as well. This could be the opening that DFM needs. They need to find themselves and attacking around. Forsaken and Davai desperate to try to hold on. Akame and May doing the work that needs to be done, and Envy can't stabilize it this time. So Jing, with no idea where these 2 remaining attackers are coming from, has to try to put this round together.
Kaide. This is more than slipping the net. Jing gives them the space they're looking for, plays it safe, considers the B side even, but ultimately, depending on where their spike gets planted, it's the Hunter's Fury that you kind of need to watch out for. Sets up a flank. Does he go A main or short? It's short.
It's a long flank to make. Door's shut though, so it's going to give away his position. Breaks the glass as well, just to put that element of doubt in the mind of DFM as to where exactly he's going to come from. But this crossfire should be impossible to break. Where's he going? DFM have map point.
Thought to use the Cove as a fake, put himself back up on towards Heaven for a separate angle, but well peeked DFM. And this time their attack actually works out. They managed to overwhelm the site. Nothing too much then from PRX. The rotation's a little bit slower this time around too. DFM just managed to flood everything. The gates are open.
It's a little bit more alive in the DFM viewing party now. They were not quite so lively in that first map. Certainly not in that first half either. May gives the game away. There's an op over towards A, but again, if PRX go here, there's 3 players already set up, and Yatsuka has opened the account. This could be map 3. May with another one. And PRX, they have some salvaging to do. Davai and Forsaken will be the ones that leading that charge. An elusive attacking round being put together from the depths of nowhere. The door's going down, the fight is in. Envy survives, and so too, you would think, will PRX. This could be a triple OT. Kaide looking to be the hero for DFM, but how do you break this high-low? It is impossible, and a 3rd OT will be required.
Oh my goodness. Just so much going on. Got to break that down again. Oh, initial contact, man. Yatsuka flash with a paranoia swing. Oh, it's so good initially, but as soon as PRX quickly gets switched onto it as well, they just double down, take down May off his open line. He knows that he's near the finish, so he starts to go a little bit too aggressive. And then you've got the shock darts and everything to finish off as well. Back to the defense.
Oh, Forsaken's playing a dangerous game. That paranoia, it can't come through quick enough. He gets the better of Yatsuka in the end. Every kill feels like it's on a tenterhooks right now. Both teams holding on by their fingernails. May, oh no, with the duel that goes wrong. Could this be the straw that breaks the camel's back for DFM? They are capitulating in this attacking round. And that is PRX with yet another chance at closing this series out.
Like you said, even the slightest of slip-ups and it starts to feel like that could be it. May's aim, the slight stutter steps. And things are definitely, as they do in overtime, start to come loose.
Yeah, it becomes less about the strategies and the setups and the ideas and the this and the that. It's about who can shoot who better. I think Davai's losing his mind. I'm losing my mind. Everyone is at this point.
Still, though, a chance for DFM to keep things going. PRX already making all their ways down middle.
Oh, Kame, that drone actually hasn't seen the two close players.
Oh my god.
Anticipates it though. Yatsuka immediately pouring over to get himself onto that fountain top. No.
Okay, Crash back out here for something who wants to take this duel with the assistance of the drone a little bit in tandem together this time for PRX. Something has a very advanced position as a result. Again though, they're going to test themselves by trying an entry in towards A. It will be the tree position that is under pressure again. Envy through that smoke and can't capitalize. Yatsuka for the double. Meanwhile, by the way, the other two are trying to work their way out onto the A side, and that has just not worked. Something unable to activate in mid either. We are surely going again. Forsaken, though, has other ideas. A 1v5 is required. Has the spike, has some time to work with. Door not shut, so he's going to go having a bit of a look here to see if he can find May, and he might just run into a couple. Forsaken pulls the smoke at the wrong time. We go again.
Had no other choice. He was thinking about the best possible scenario. Smoke things off, immediately go for a plant just to extend the timer. But oh boy, what a play, Yatsuka.
I think DFM really know what something is up to at the moment. They have been so aware of his shenanigans.
Every single attack round that PRX is on. I mean, they themselves ran the Yoru too. Every team was at some point.
Timeout.
But, man.
What do you even say at this point as a coach? Like, I really have to question whether or not there's anything to say beyond, okay, let's just have a little break here.
Beyond some strats, yeah, you could definitely say, you know, cooler jets, right?
If you had any strats, surely they've been used by now.
A lot of it, but you still see different building blocks and things that you can work off of. You know, Davai is always on an op somewhere. Maybe you want to slow things down. That has been kind of the theme for both sides in a lot of these attacking rounds. The set hits aren't quite the, you know, be-all and end-all of these rounds anymore. At the same time, though, like, the trick plays for something is not always going to be workable. He's trying to go off of something more, you know, defaultish, give himself escape routes with the gate crash instead of cutting space and pushing in. But in this, in that previous instance, lurk play definitely not the key, although it does buy at least one player away from anchoring the site. After this, then it's just how do you work against this anchor potential that Davai constantly brings in. So immediate pressure down middle.
Yeah, fast play from DFM coming here. PRX going to be tested over towards B. They have numbers there and a smoke now as well, just to cover off one side. Davai is tagged up pretty substantially, but all he has to do is click once to have an impact on this round, and that is exactly what's required. One from him, one from Envy, and once again, PRX are charging their way towards a series point. Davai on 20 HP has 3. And Cess will surely not get anything done here. It will be finished off again. PRX have another chance.
Did you see that? I don't know if Observer didn't catch it because he didn't think Davai would have gotten in for more peaks, but he does. First shot, sure. Second one, the third. He even gets one as a slight wallbang against Cess, and that's extra pressure, which unfortunately forces Cess to make a move around.
Just makes it look so easy, doesn't he, Davai? Barely flinching. Couple of fist bumps. Will it be this time?
Okay. May versus Davai. That's what this comes down to. You can't peek into this.
Well, you certainly can. I don't know if it would be advised, and that's exactly what's going to occur. May opening the account. Now Davai back on the line, but May doesn't care. Something this time, having success in mid. That's what we've been waiting for all along. but it comes at the cost of 2 players towards B main. PRX, is this enough? The swing is in. It's a double swing. Envy for the trade. He's under pressure from Yatsuka. There's another trade and something in the 1v1.
Oh no.
Counter up a plant, has the dimensional drift if he needs it to maybe get out of jail free, spot some info.
Says in a 1v1 clutch, I don't know. I don't know if DFM has it.
Hands will be shaking now. Cess has so much to try and clear out. He has no info on the side at all. And something so calm in these kinds of clutches has been the big player in this game for PRX. He's got 8 bullets to do it with. Cess creeping his way forward, has to make a bit of noise, tosses that paranoia through. This might be it. Finally, it's done. PRX get to 17, and it was a damn hard-fought victory. But they get the 2-0 today over DFM.
And as you called it as well, just down to something right at the very end. Just when he was needed the whole time in overtime, or even the 7 rounds leading up to it. He was always pushed off of his lines, broken apart, but he just finds the right pivotal moment. May comes in a little bit too hot, gets the right crosshair placement as May peeks back in towards mid. PRX overtime and everything. DFM fights tooth and nail as well. What a series this has been.
I think you have to give some credit to DFM. That was a very well played game from them. I mean, they're going up against PRX, a team that is touted to be one of the best in the world. Let's not forget that. Yes, it's a 2-0, but DFM really gave them a run for their money. It is a bitter pill to swallow, though. To pull off a 7-0 comeback, to pull it into OT, then to lose it in, what I think, a 5th overtime. But again, this is why PRX is held in such high regard. They get themselves the dub, their first dub on the board for this split of VCT. So, work to be done, of course, for PRX going forward, but they've still got that X factor. They've still got that pizzazz that we all love.
So many takeaways too. I mean, things to learn from their Summit comp and how they work around it, but DFM have to walk away with it.
लाइक करके जाना और सब्सक्राइब करना.
The seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea into the blue. They change but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life just like another season. Not for them, just a time, just like another season. You came into my life just like another season. Not for them, just a time, just like another season. The seasons turn and change just like your mind. Like the sun gives into the moon, into the night. Time continues marching, it slowly crawls. With each new one starting, I recall. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. You like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea, into the blue. They change, but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life, just another season. Not for them, just a time, just another season. You came into my life, just another season. Not for them, just a time, just another season. The seasons turn and change just like your mind. Like the sun gives into the moon, into the night. Time continues marching, it slowly crawls. With each new one starting, I recall. You came into my life, just another season. Not so long, just just another season. You came into my life, just another season. Not so long, just another season. Come my way this season. The seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea, into the blue. They change, but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through.